Gentlemen, and ladies, welcome. Matt here for Oilers Fan Reaction. Hope you guys are enjoying your Thursday evening. Weekend is almost here. For all you parents in Alberta with your kids out of school, the fight is almost over. It's almost over. I promise. It's almost over. The kids will be going back to school sooner than we know it. Do the teachers get their full pay considering they missed too many days? I don't know. Does this mean our summer is done? Because we have to have kids in summer longer to make up for the 118 days they got to come with? I don't know. I do know that the Oilers are playing hockey tonight against the Montreal Canadiens, who beat the Calgary Flames in overtime last night. I didn't stutter and I didn't lie. They beat the Flames in overtime. Now they have the Oilers tonight.
On Sportsnet West.
The Montreal Canadiens are 6-2. I said that right. The Montreal Canadiens are 6-2. Meanwhile, the Edmonton Oilers are 3-1. Tonight they can go above 500 for the first time since the start of the season, if I'm being frank and honest with you. Oh, it's ugly out there, guys. But it is October, and I do 8-game segments. I look at it, the whole season is 8 games. Every 8 games, if you win every 8 games, you're in a playoff spot. All you have to do is just win the 8 games. Like I said, Savoy is on the top line with McDavid and Draisaitl. Calvin Pickard will get the start in net tonight. That doesn't mean Stuart Skinner played bad. It just means that he's going to play against Seattle, and Pickard is going to play against Vancouver. This was always the way it was going to go, guys. I can't preface this enough, and I can't say this enough. Before the year, they have scheduled starts for the goalies. Yes, it changes schedule starts monthly. But at the beginning of every week, they go by their schedule. All right, who do we have this week? What games do we have this week? Okay, so Skinner's going to start this game. Pickard's going to start this game. Skinner, Pickard, Skinner. It's already planned out before the days even start. It's a week. They look at the schedule. They see who's going to start where. That is the beauty of having 2 good goalies. Funny how I didn't say great. They aren't great. They're good. Right? They're good goalies. Stuart Skinner also got his 100th career win in 179 games played. Rico, game 1. Don't get too used to that, dope. Don't get too used to that on the YouTube side. There's a reason for it and a reason for it alone. They just want to see what they have. But don't tell me that I don't know nothing. Again, for all you guys that don't know, Isaac Howard will be sent down to Bakersfield November 5th. The timeline for Hyman to come back is between the 1st and the 10th. So Isaac Howard will be sent down to the AHL. Remember, I'm telling you guys now, October 23rd, when Isaac Howard gets sent down, don't get mad. Just remember, this old man said so. Like I said last year, if you don't like the fact that Isaac Howard's going to get sent down, I don't know what to tell you. It's either he gets sent down because he doesn't have to clear waivers, or Savoy and Phillip get put on waivers, and we lose said players.
Guys, I think are the premier étoile, and that would be Louis DeBrusque and Jack Michaels, as the Oilers and Canadiens are all set to go tonight.
So who would you rather? Would you rather have Isaac Howard go down to the AHL, where he can get top-end minutes and put up points, and then get called up if there's an injury or when the trades happen? Or do you want to put Savoy and Phillip on waivers and hope you don't lose one or both? Because that's the reality of it. Facts don't care about your feelings. That's the reality of it. Howard can go up and down freely. The other 2 can't. But you will see when Hyman comes back that moves are being made I disagree with you there, buddy. But because there's people already mad that our young guys don't get a chance to play with our top guns. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason for it. I get both sides. I get the frustration. I also know why the Oilers don't put the top guns. Oh, that is awesome, Steve. That's awesome. Yeah, home games I usually wear my Draisaitl one. If the team is really in a slump and it's in like December, January, I will wear a jersey that is no name, blank. I have an old 2006 Oilers jersey that is blank. So if the team's doing bad and I feel like I gotta be more about the crest and not a name on the back, but there's a reason for that, though. Like, don't get lost in the sauce. They're not young players, though. Like, yes, age-wise they're young, but they've been in the league for 6, 7, 5 years. The Canadian players are all young. They've been through like what, 10 years of shit. So they're all less than 27 years old. You can't compare the two rosters. You can't compare the two teams. You just can't. And if you think that's okay to do that, then you're lost in the sauce of life. Also, T's and P's to our anthem singer. In case you guys don't know, Robert Clark is dealing with cancer right now. And he will be going for surgery when the Oilers are on their 2 weeks November trip. For 26 years, he shared his passion for hockey and local sports with dedication and I wish I could explain that better to you, Dope. Like, I really do wish I could explain to you that they're two different organizations and two different builds of what they're doing. Please join us as we honor the lives and legacies of Bruce Saville and John Sexsmith. Bruce Saville and John Sexsmith both died this year. Jesus. Thank you. And now, fans viewing at home and here in Rogers Place, we ask you to stand if you're able, remove your hats, and join the singing voice of your Edmonton Oilers, Robert Clark, in the performance of the Canadian National Anthem. Yeah, you're missing on a good game. It's going to be a really good game, too. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command, quand embrasse et porte les pays, il s'est porté la croix, ton histoire est une épopée. Yeah, RNH Mods, he's there and he's singing for now. He said he's not going to let this leukemia battle affect him singing-wise, which is amazing. I am, Jesse. I am. It's going to be a good game one. He said in the video that he made to the fans, the only thing that this does is it makes him really tired. So he has a lot of naps during the day. But he'll sing till he can't sing anymore. He doesn't want it to affect his lifestyle, obviously. Calvin Pickard is 1-1 with a .254 and an .865 save percentage. You look at those numbers, you may not think very good, but they're all right to me. And Montembeau, 2-2 with a 3.26 goals against average and an .857 save percentage. Who am I to judge those numbers? Like I said, we may not have good goalies, we may not have great goalies, but we have okay goalies. And the puck is dropped. Hopkins wins that battle. Again, like I said, the Canadiens are on their second game of back-to-backs.
In overtime last night, the game winner scored by Mike Matheson, a dump in, and immediately the Canadiens whistle it around the left-hand side. We mentioned Woolman. Darnell Nurse is with him defensively.
Woolman and Nurse are a defensive pair together. Yes.
As the Oilers started Nugent Hopkins with Mangiapane and Roslovic as the line combinations. And that starting lineup brought to you by our friends at Bet99.
Mr. Second, a lot of A's. You're second, but you got A's. Isn't A's first place?
Pickard starting instead of Skinner, and then moving up on the first line, Matt Savoy, as Gene talked about. What an opportunity for Savoy. Great opportunity for Matt Savoy, who's really done some great things early on. Offensively, got his first assist of the season in overtime in Ottawa, but it's the other things he's doing that get him elevated up the lineup with McDavid and Draisaitl. Nick Suzuki bottled up by Woolman. It's played down low to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, second leading scorer on the club in the early going this year.
Shot blocked by the Montreal Canadian defenseman.
The Oilers 3-3-1, while the Canadiens with a gaudy record of 6-2 under fourth-year head coach Marty St. Louis. Lane Hudson, the brilliant Calder Trophy winner from a year ago, and that's what Edmonton does not want to see, but this time he conservatively dumps it in through center. Louis, he can wheel. We talked so much of his offense, but his defense is pretty solid too. You saw him get the inside track on Mangiapane and just use a quick stick to separate man from puck. This is a quick Montreal team. All their defensemen can move.
Quick Montreal team.
The ice. First period will be clutch, as both of the teams' best periods have been the first this year. A quick steal and a quick shot taken, and that was blocked in front, and a chip on net.
Sloppy Oilers hockey already.
Jake Evans was into the city.
Sloppy Oilers hockey already.
Allowed only one first period goal all year while scoring four, while the Canadiens had the best goal differential in the first period of any team in the NHL. But here's an icing call whistled against Matheson as Connor McDavid checks in at the bench. Yeah, here's that defense I'm talking about by Hudson, the Calder winner last year. 66 points as a rookie defenseman, just outstanding. But he uses that edge work and skating.
Go Habs, go. I can't get upset by that. They are looking like a pretty good team this year, 6-2. Can't scoff at it. Took them a while to get here.
Pickard had to be quick.
Can't deny that. You can't deny that. It took them a while to get this good. But my question to you, is it sustainable? Is it sustainable? This might be this year might be the year for them to take the division. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Podkolzin with a block on his own line mate. Get out of the way, kid.
But you also had to be able to skate and be skilled enough as an undersized player to go out there and play in a bigger game.
Yes, Hudson is on for the Montreal Canadiens. Hi, buddy. How's it going?
So you gotta have it all to play.
I wouldn't say the Oilers are God. That's a stretch.
Behind his own goal, the Canadiens started slowly. In fact, they were dead last in November last year.
I'm conscious about my hairline.
But then lost just 5 games in regulation over the final 26 to qualify for the playoffs. Beaten by Washington in the first round.
So I'm trying to get tickets to the Bakersfield Condors versus the Wranglers on November 1st and 2nd. Bakersfield is in Calgary. Obviously, you guys know that the Oilers AHL team is the Condors. You hope they don't what? You hope they don't what there, Jake?
I think he was saying, go ahead, big man.
They don't falter? I hope they don't falter either. I love when Montreal's good in the NHL. Cross-check 1, cross-check 2. Okay, that's allowed. All right. Remember that later on in the game, folks. These cross-checks are allowed in this early. You don't want them to win the division? I don't think they'll win the division, but I think they'll be in the top 3. I think they're going to be in that conversation. Florida's not good enough this year. I just don't see Florida even making the playoffs. That was offside, no? Just don't get scored on, I guess. They're also back here in January, in Calgary in January. So if I don't make it this weekend or next weekend to the games, I'll definitely be going in January. Yeah, the way the Leafs are. But the Leafs are like the Oilers. They don't care about October. And I know people are sick of me saying that, but those are facts. Evening there, Epic. The Maple Leafs and the Oilers are two teams that just don't give a flying you-know-what about games in October. I don't understand it. I think all games matter. But this team just does not care about October hockey. Ooh, Hopkins. Also, that's another interesting name to watch out for is Roslovic. Because you don't know, is he going to stay or be traded?
You may remember wore 22 when he first came into the league. A good friend of Johnny Gaudreau switched to number 13 last year in the wake of Gaudreau's.
I see Tampa winning the division, to be completely honest with you. I think the Division 3 in the Atlantic could be Tampa, Montreal, Toronto. Detroit also, if they pull it together, they've got a good, hard group to play against in Detroit. Ottawa, missing Brady Tkachuk, that's going to be their downfall.
Big Josh Anderson, hulking frame, he and Nurse come together. Jake Evans sets up a man, rich shot off the outside of the post. That was a good chance for Gary. But now the other way, breaking in McDavid, he centers.
Gotta shoot that. If you're 9'7" and you've got that kind of speed and that kind of separation, you've got to shoot that. I don't care. Shoot that puck, man. Like, how often this year are we saying McDavid shoot? You're on a plane watching me? Well, I feel very special. Savoy shoots it 8 feet wide and high. If it was a field goal, it'd be no good.
Draisaitl down low, Connor McDavid. From the corner, he'll lay it for Draisaitl. Spun through Matheson, then centered on a quick shot. Save made.
Frederick with a great shot there. Big save by Montembeault.
Under duress early as he stopped Trent Frederick. Now you've got McDavid. Got right around his man carrying in the net and a save.
Oh.
Montembeault stuffs McDavid.
You're not wrong, Epic. You're not wrong. McDavid needs to take that fucking puck to the net. Sorry for swearing, guys. I apologize. I'm very unfiltered, very raw, very emotional. It's October. But yeah, you've got that kind of speed. You created that kind of scoring chance, and that's what you want to do with it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That can't happen. You created the chance. You know, like, you created the chance. But, just a grumpy old man, I guess. Like I said, I have got nothing bad to say about the teams in the East. We don't see them enough to have any rough feelings towards them. Come finals time when the Oilers are there, whatever team is there, I'll have disdain for obvious reasons. But during the regular season, Eastern Conference teams can come in here and take a point. Doesn't affect the Oilers, right? The YouTube chat is lit. So one guy's on a plane watching me, the other guy's on the throne. I don't know, man. That's commitment to the cause. I love that. Also, in case you guys don't know, coming up is November. And for those that don't know, I get involved with the Movember shaving. So as you see right now, I'm got a lot of hair. Next week I'll be fully shaved and just grow out the mustache for the whole month. This is the time of year my wife absolutely despises. But that's her problem, not mine. No, you're not wrong, Jerry. It doesn't matter if it's game 1 or game 82. You're Connor McDavid, shoot the effing puck. Like, that's all I gotta say. You're Connor McDavid, shoot the effing puck. McDavid is washed? Okay. That's a ridiculous comment to say, but okay.
A few minutes ago, I don't know whether you had a better look than I might have. Wraparound on Pickard a couple of minutes ago. 15:44, he said.
Yeah, in all that action, there's been multiple chances for Montreal. They have made some nice plays around the zone.
Marty St. Louis, if you could read lips there, he said it's close. He doesn't know whether it's in either.
Are they saying that Montreal just scored?
Louis, Chris,
that wraparound?
this morning discussed two things.
Interesting.
First thing is, he was still very, very much concerned. First game back after the long road trip, even though he felt there'd be energy in the building. Is that a real thing?
That is a real thing. First game back after a long road trip. Team is flat.
Suzuki they're looking at. They're looking at Suzuki.
Usually you just hear the horn go off and you know that there was a goal. A lot of times you kind of have an idea that the puck went in the net, though, off a shot, maybe comes out of the middle bar quickly, bar down, in and out. This one here, though, was in that confusion and cycled down low. Suzuki tried to wrap it around. Pretty quickly they look at this one. They're going to make a decision.
Exactly. I don't know what they're looking at.
After video review, the call on the ice is confirmed. There is no goal.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell they were looking at. Like, and they wouldn't even show it. Like, that's the thing, is they don't even show it on TV. Now you show it on TV.
Wraparound and all the confusion.
That's not even close.
Yeah, it was the Suzuki shot.
That's not even close.
Pad, as you can see.
Like, we've seen closer than that go in and not being called a goal.
Good luck picking that one up.
But
to indicate that looked like the lighting in Calgary.
yeah, you're not wrong, eh, Dope? They don't show it on TV. Like, good God. Can we get a better broadcasting company, please? I'm really sick of Sportsnet. This is where I kind of wish I lived in the States and I had ESPN.
They weren't all equal, I can tell you that. I used to like it a little bit. A little easier.
Now, why is that? I don't know.
Oh, there's Emberson giving the puck away. Good job, Emberson.
What do you think of Chris Knobloch talking about that first game back? Is that a real thing coming off a road trip, or can it just be mental?
It is. I think it really is. I think you let your guard down a bit. It doesn't matter if you're home for 1 or 2 days like Edmonton is here.
No, that's the funny thing, is Oilers are home for one game. Uno game. That's it. And then it's on the road to Seattle and Vancouver. That's insane to me that you're home for one. Do you like Trent Friedrich? I'm a fan of Trent Friedrich. I think he needs to do more, though. I think he needs to do a bit more to help himself out.
Well, they do. There's been a lot of plays in the offensive zone by the Canadiens. And to be expected, we talked about it. You know, +3 in the first period. They've scored 9. They've only given up 3 thus far in this early season. And they're a skilled team. And you're seeing them move the puck around. And it's incredible. So
far, it's just lackadaisical hockey. Oilers got to take advantage of it. Montreal played last night in Calgary. Oilers need to take advantage of this.
Kirby Doc in his first game in a few has a pretty good chance as this bouncing puck comes to him. He just can't quite handle it.
I wish, Jerry. I wish I gotta go to school for that, and I don't got the money nor the time. I wish I could do that, Dope. I wish I could do that. I kind of want to do that. Just as I say it, eh? Montreal 1, Oilers nothing, because the Oilers don't know how to play on the first period. This team is sometimes embarrassing. Doesn't matter who the Oilers have in net. The Oilers could have Vasilevsky himself, Sergei Bobrovsky, Patrick Waugh, Grant Fury, Dominic Hasek. Pick your goalie, Martin Brodeur. Pick your goalie that's great to good to great to amazing. It won't fucking matter. This team doesn't play in October. It's getting to be annoying. Yeah, you're not wrong, Queenie. You're not wrong. Like, wait till the third period when they're down by 2, and then they're like, oh. And, oh yeah, by the way, Oilers also get a penalty. Freaking awesome. Compound the issue.
Or was a slash right at the end of it as he gave somebody a pretty good shot after the goal was scored.
Where's that during the play, Bouchard? Where's that determination and upsetness during the play? Freaking joke. I agree with you. Right now, this team lacks all emotion. I agree, Kimo. Oh, I gotta think positive. It's only October, but again. This team has had worse Octobers and made it to the finals, so I'm not worried. I'm not upset. I'm not worried. Nothing to be upset by. It's October. Newhook with his second goal of the year, assisted by Hudson and Kapanen.
Montreal's getting chances all over the place. They are buzzing. There's no hesitation moving that puck. Speaking of no hesitation, here we go. 2-on-1 shorthanded. McDavid and Draisaitl. McDavid cross tip. What a shot. And that was blocked by Hudson. And now it's Montreal. An on-man rush the other way. Suzuki. Slavkovsky to the net. And a one-timer. This higher Demigov wanted to hammer that.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
And missed it.
Track me up and down the ice.
You're not wrong there, Dope. Not wrong either there. Bouchard got interfered with, no call, and then he slashes back, and it's a call. It's aggravating. It's frustrating. We see what's going on, but nothing we can do about it, right? We just gotta shut up and deal with it. Oilers kill the penalty. That's a sign of good things. Down 1, 10 minutes left to go in the first period. You're not wrong. It was at least a shot, though. You're right about that. You're absolutely right. Shots are 8-2 for Montreal. 0 for 1 on the power play. And Mangiapane loses it at the blue line. That's the Oilers' keel right there. Forwards losing the puck at the opposition blue line, and it goes down and ends up to be a grade A scoring chance. Every time. You can get mad all you want about our goaltending, but our forward group right now is just not producing. Yeah, you're not wrong, Epic. But they did just come off a 5-game Eastern Conference road trip, right? 5 games in 7 nights or whatever it was. It was a brutal road trip. And that's icing against Montreal with 9:24 left to go in the first period. Damn the French, I can't say that. I don't have any ill will towards anybody.
Accident injury lawyers. The heavy hitters in injury law.
Why? It's October, Fleecy. October? You don't need to care about October. I just did what? Oh, I said what you wrote, yeah. Damn you! Damn you, sub! No. No ill will. You can't be upset about October hockey, man. Like, if you're upset about the team doing poorly in October, knowing where they're going to be in June, like if we were playing lackadaisical like this in February and March, I'd be concerned. I'd be upright, not right. I'd be throwing stuff like Steve Dangle does on a daily. But it's October. Right? Like, it is October. We cannot be worried about games in October like they matter. It would mean more if home ice meant more in the playoffs. Like, it would mean more if home ice meant more in the playoffs. And it just doesn't mean anything in the playoffs. I don't know what it is, but this team and home ice doesn't mean anything in the playoffs. It's almost like they play more scared on home ice in the playoffs. Like they're always looking for the pretty play. You're not wrong, Chase. I wouldn't say they don't care. They care. This guy has a different team to cheer for every game. It's hilarious. I love this guy. He doesn't have a team. He just cheers for anybody but the Oilers. He's ABO. Whereas we are ABC. He's ABO. That's fair. Well, I'm glad that you chose last year. But yeah, this is an every year thing, my friend. Octobers and Oilers, they don't get along. The only time the Oilers had a good October when they started 5-0 because Mike Smith won them 5 games. Yes and no. In 2002, the Kings beating themselves helped us out a lot more than home ice did.
Celebrations are definitely off the
It's too spooky, that's why.
Gina's so hit. Just
Yeah, the Flames are 1-7.
doing the research.
Toronto's 3-1.
Guarantee he got that from those kids. Wrapped up on the left-hand side.
Here's Echo.
We're getting old, partner.
Sadly, sad but true. I guess it's better than the alternative. Late pass too far for Connor McDavid, picked up by Matheson. A lot of energy in the building, a lot of blue blanc et rouge. Montreal
Yeah,
fans
Flacy, I feel you.
nearby goal
Kings
line.
fans are the worst. Kings fans, Vancouver fans. What's the score? 1-0 Montreal. Shots are 8-2 for Montreal.
Every adventure in a rap
Montreal is 0 for 1 on the power play. 8.5 minutes left to go in the first period. So it's been all Montreal all the time. And that's okay. That is okay. You can't go wrong with wearing a Jays jersey. Jays are going to beat the Dodgers in game 1. I think the Jays are going to win that series in 7.
Those plays, and in the end, executing. Hasn't been easy 5-on-5, especially for Edmonton this season.
And surprisingly,
Bad giveaway again by the Oilers forwards at center ice this time. They didn't get to the blue line. This is why Noah Philp needs to sit more. Your Pens are cooking tonight for sure. I will let you guys know next commercial break the out-of-town scoreboard
Good hit there by Frederick on
for
counter.
all your out-of-town
First
needs.
8 games, just to illustrate your point. Louis, grabbed by Podkolzin. Was swinging high off the plexi. That's going to be settled by Hudson. Double teamed. Moved it swiftly over to Kapanen. Kapanen using a bit of a screen from Slavkovsky. Jams it in deep and then goes.
That's a trip and a half. That's a trip and then a slash. Interesting there, ref. Interesting, not calling either of those.
Louis and I suspect Walman's plan
That's kind of tough, though.
less than 100% right now as he works himself.
Can't call anything if you're red, white, and blue.
And the first 6 games. Valeno to Bolden.
Le Montreal Canadiens.
He'll spin it down low. Darnell
Another hook.
was engaged with Doc down low. Some of Doc's best hockey was in the bubble. In that August series against Edmonton when Chicago upset the Oilers.
That's a hand pass, not
He
called.
was excellent in that series.
That's just garbage
He was
reffing
probably
right
the
now.
best player in that series.
All right, you out-of-town scoreboard. The Chicago Blackhawks beat the Tampa Bay Lightning 3-2. Make it a final. The Ottawa Senators are up on beat the Philadelphia Flyers 2-1 in the third period. The Boston Bruins are losing the Anaheim Ducks 5-3. The Penguins are up on Florida 5-3 in the third period. Yeah, after 2, the Islanders 7, the Red Wings 1. Sorry, that's late in the third period. It updated on my TV. 5-5 right now, halfway through the third period. New York, San Jose. 3 minutes left to go in the second period. Seattle 1, Winnipeg nothing. 2 minutes left to go in the second period. Mammoth 4, Blues 2. Second period over, 1-1 Canucks Predators. Early in the first period, the Hartford Whalers 2, the Quebec Nordiques 1. And of course in Montreal for the Oilers, well in Edmonton versus Montreal, 1-0. The Montreal Canadiens are up on the Oilers. Puck just dropped in Dallas. 0-0 there. LA, Dallas. Now that you got it good and understood, let's go.
That last graphic made my head hurt, Louis. Felt like I was on the set of A Beautiful Mind. Here's Jake Evans.
Do you see some sort of a pattern?
I don't know, but I'm still a little unsettled. Bouchard up to Mangiapane. Center ice, Nugent Hopkins. And
5 years, yeah.
Russell that forced out lob. Surveys the interior. Will take a skate up to the high slot, eventually drop it off for Bouchard, looking for a lane and a blast. That was blocked by Slavkovsky. And the rebound laid ahead to him.
He got up on the inside of the boot, too. Didn't even phase him.
Slavkovsky charging.
Because he's got one of those blocker shields on, dude. That's why it didn't phase him.
Bouchard the outlet, and now McDavid on his horse. Put off by Noah Dobson. Had a dreadful turnover last night. Here he gives it away again, and Savoy trying to center, waved at by Montembeault. The Oilers keep the Canadiens hemmed in. Other stress point.
Right now, yes.
He did not want Savoy.
It is because, I hate to say this, but there's so much going on in Edmonton now. The ice was never this bad in Northlands Coliseum. And I will always say Northlands Coliseum. Northlands Coliseum, Rexall, Skyries Center, whatever you want to call it. The ice was never this bad. But because there's 20,000 different things that go on in a month at Rexall Place, at Rogers Place, sorry. Like last week they had the rodeo. Last week they had the freaking rodeo here. This ice was covered in dirt, mud, and shit. Week before that they had the monster trucks. Then they had the concert there. And it's just every week there's something different going on at Rogers Place. It sucks. It absolutely sucks. But hey, that's what you get for having a brand new building where it's worth so much money.
More Albertans choose EasyMax for electricity.
It was never this bad. Now it's really bad.
Other retailer.
Also, it doesn't help that the main guy that used to make the ice for the Edmonton Oilers now makes the ice for all of the NHL. So, basically what I'm saying is he makes the ice for Tampa and Florida. In the warm climates to make sure their ice is pristine. Took our ice guy away. No, I couldn't like them. I don't hate Montreal, but I couldn't like them either. I'm an Oiler guy. I think Sidney Crosby needs to get the hell out of Pittsburgh before Pittsburgh completely falls apart. Also, the rumors that everybody keeps hearing about this star forward coming to Edmonton, there isn't anybody coming to Edmonton. There's no star forward coming. The forward they're talking about is an AHL top-level prospect who's still a year or two away. So I really wish Pierre LeBrun and especially Marc Stoller-Vallée, silver hair tips himself, would stop talking out his butt. What are you going to do if Sid comes to Edmonton? Plan the parade? I'm not even being a joke ass about that. I'm being dead ass. I'm being serious. If Sidney Crosby comes to Edmonton during this season, plan the parade because they're not losing the cup. I agree, Jerry, but the old building's too decrepit. The old building is falling apart. I 100% agree with you, Jerry. I 100% agree with you. Unfortunately, it's just the way she goes, right?
It's going to be back and forth.
A strip by Noah Phil.
Dang, 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 dang.
You mentioned Marty St. Louis. Louis, we noticed that when he took over midway through.
You don't know that, Jones. You don't know that.
Season, they immediately had a different spirit about them.
You don't know any more than I do about what Sid's plans are for this season if Pittsburgh is bad.
But you've got to commit to the details too, and that's something last year he really preached.
Yeah, it has asbestos in it, yeah.
Keep the puck in, albeit momentarily. Hudson's away to the net. And he lost the handle right off the pads of Pickford. Got caught between shot and pass and it rolled off the stick.
I think he wanted to pass it. I think he was just waiting for an opportunity. Played well.
And Noah Philp has the puck. Now shots are 9-2. We got 4 minutes left to go in the first period.
Winded around, picked up by Vasily Podkolzin. Ross Seaver and a drop.
Scores! Noah Philp with the tip in. Tomasak. That's Tomasak's goal. First goal of the season for Tomasak. Oilers 1, Canadiens 1. Choke on that, Alex Trebek. Oh, that was almost a tip in by Howard. Woo-wee. Oilers be buzzing now. Apparently the Oilers decided to wake up. First NHL goal.
This line had a great game, I felt, in Ottawa, and really generated some chances with work like they're doing right now. Tomasik goes out.
But that is a very good question there, Bobby. Thank you for noticing that the ice hasn't been always this bad.
And that's great. When you want the puck, let everybody know. And he rips this one, stops it, shoots it, Podkolzin finds him. It's a little bit of a knuckler off a skate and finds its way home. They don't all have to be Picassos, that's for sure. In 10 years, he'll say he put that top shelf. A big goal for him and his team.
That's tough, Jones. That's tough.
McDavid with a redirect, and with that goal by Tomasik, Save-On Foods is given away their first prize.
Shots are 9-4 for the Montreal Canadiens. My bad, I almost said Edmonton.
505 slips around to check for Matheson, who's able to reel him in at the last second. And Evans wedged it.
Bouchard gives the puck away because of course he does.
For a trailer to the middle, wrist shot. Mr. Mott, what a chance carrying. And then on the rebounding free.
Man, Bouchard just... I got a lot of love for Bouchard, but at the same time, I got a lot of what the fuck. Yeah, you're not wrong, Fleecy. It is sad. It does look very... We drive by it every day. And it just... It hurts seeing it dead like that. It hurts seeing it the way it is. Tomasak, his first goal of the NHL, assisted by... Who knows? And who knows? Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Apparently, my wife needs me upstairs. Podkolzin and Noah Philp get the assist on Tomasak goal. I'll be right back, guys.
20s, the Oilers get the ozone draw. Nugent Hopkins will take it against Jake Evans. So Montreal flurrying early and often, but only one goal against Calvin Pickard, and now the game tied. Tomasik banked it off. Alex Newhook has been the last man to touch the puck for both goals tonight. James Struble with control, lays it off glass. Slavkovsky. And now Caulfield will roll it toward the Edmonton goal. Pickard leaves it for Wallman. Swept off the glass and out on the backhand side. Nugent Hopkins overran the play. Suzuki will throw it back into his own zone for a reset. Struble up to Caulfield. Quick up Slavkovsky. And from center ice, he'll backhand it in. Slokowski able to maintain the zone. Caulfield loads and fires. And a high blocker save made by Pickard up near the clavicle. Interior pass. Dobson ripped by Jack High, and that was blocked. Shoveled down low. Suzuki let it go through. Dobson back behind the net. Dobson acquired in the offseason from the New York Islanders for a couple of first-round picks and Emil Heinemann. Immediately signed a big extension. 8 years, 9.5 per. Here's Darnell Nurse. Up to Colson, who will get the assist on David Tomashek's first in the NHL.
Sorry, folks.
Big hit on Oliver Kaplan. He's dropped.
Meet Rosie. 1 minute remaining in the first period. 1 minute remaining in the first period. 1-1 hockey game. Shots are 12-5 for the Montreal Canadiens.
Dalvin Pickard keeping the Canadiens to just the one goal, and the Oilers get a bounce, and we're tied. Kulak gets it back from Colson, pestered by Newhook.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jodes. It was more than hockey to me. I watched my first NHL game at Northlands. My first playoff game at Northlands in 1985. Oh. Northlands was... Yeah, it was a lot. There was a lot of great concerts there. The Kiss concert that they had there. Oh. A lot of memories at Northlands. A lot of events. A lot of monster truck events. WWE events. There's just a lot that happened in the old Coliseum. And I'm mad that City Council let it get to the way it was. For those of you that don't know Edmonton, there is a building, an old barn called Northlands. By the time it was all said and done, it was Rexall. It's had many names. Bouchard shot. Dang, 15 feet high and wide. If that was a field goal, it would have missed. But yeah, it was called Skyreach Center at one time. The Coliseum. Yeah, you're not wrong, Jerry. He has a lot of blunders. So we're going to switch over to NHL 26 because I don't do commercials and I don't do intermissions. I don't like what the Sportsnet crew says 95% of the time. And for those of you guys that are following along, my game did not save. Yeah, my game didn't save. So here we are. I gotta play that preseason game again, or I could just play Hut. Yeah, it's very corporate. Yeah, I'm with you. It feels really corporate. But that's the way of all the buildings right now, right? Everything is multi-surface, multi-purpose. Northlands was a hockey arena. Oh. Yeah, I can do that. Oh, yeah, I can absolutely do that. I got to get my headset on if I got to play Hunter, because franchise, it's more skipping than anything. Yeah, I'll play Call of the Wild. Absolutely. Alright, so I get my headset on so I can hear the bears and the Northern European bison coming down below me. Oh, hi. You are alive. You're not a doll. Oh, you speak. Really? You make words? Oh, really? You had me worried. I thought you were mute for a second there. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a pretty sick goal by Tomasak. 1-1 Edmonton, Montreal. Goals by Newhook and Tomasak. The Montreal assists go to Hudson and Kapanen. The Oilers assists go to Podkolzin and Phillip. If you missed it and you were late, Howard will be sent down when Hyman will become available. I know it's not what everybody wants to hear, and I'm the bad guy for saying it, but Did you go to any of the Garth Brooks, like, 1,000 concerts that he had? So I have to harvest a downscope weapon hunting structure. So let's go look at my map. Figure out where I'm going. Oh, gotta go south. Gotta go south to go north. This is fun doing with one hand, though. I tell you this much for free. That was a roe deer. That was a roe deer.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh.
I need this. How far away do you think that roe deer was? How far away was he? I'm hunting rabbits. We're hunting rabbits. You see anything? What do you see? You see anything? I see a road. So where there's a road, there's water. Where there's water, there's deer. Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong, Mandir. You're not wrong. Howard is gonna excel in Bakersfield. Oh, you saw White Lion? Man, that band was done by the time I could appreciate them. AC/DC, always a good watch. I'm a big fan of the heavy metal long hair bands from the 80s. Not the glitter bands. We can definitely do that later tonight after the Oilers game if you're okay with it. It's just not enough time during the intermissions to do 1v1. What? What? You don't say. Oh. You're distracting me.
Oh.
What do you hear?
Wait.
I hear birds chirping. Ooh, that's a bird. I'm glad there's no wind because they can smell my scent with wind. Hi. Hi. Yeah. Try to make as much noise as I can. Lure these animals out. see, it worked. It worked. Got myself a red fox. Too bad my guns can't shoot 243 yards. I think my best range gun right now is 80 yards. So I gotta get right close.
Daddy.
Whatty?
Daddy.
Really?
Really, Daddy, really.
Really?
Really, Daddy.
I don't know.
Where is Daddy?
Is that such a thing? Yeah? Yeah, I know you're going night-night. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're going night-night early. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. Well, I don't know what to tell you. European bison went that away. Well, since he went that away, I'm going this way. Yeah, there was a lot of really good bands that went through Edmonton. There's a lot more big names coming through Edmonton now that we have the new arena. But sure, that'll change once Calgary gets their new arena. Ooh. That was a warning call. Oh boy, yeah. Oh, baboo. Yeah. Where the heck is that call coming from? Yeah, you tell him. You're coming from there, but I can't see you. Interesting. Let's lay down and get a little closer. Oh, yeah. So we know it came from over here. Yeah, da. Let's get our bow out. Just to be on the safe side so we don't make too much noise. Hey, baboo. Did he go that way? Boo boo. Hey, boo boo. That's what she said. I don't know. You tell me. Great. Now we got rain. That's even better for me. You can hurry this up, please. Yeah, I knew it was. Man, that fox moved. Right. And they're hard to track and hard to see. Kind of like kids. Hard to track, hard to see. Okay. I'm going to put you down because you're just wriggling and wiggling all over the place. Yes, I know you want to go night. What? Night? I'm not putting you night. Mommy is. That thing is really close. Yeah, tomorrow's a very exciting day. Elks season ender. Blue Jay game. Game 1 of the World Series. When was the last time? Who was alive when the Blue Jays were in the World Series in '93? I know I was. Oh, wow. There you are right there. All right. Yes, Rose. I almost feel like I gotta get my gun out for that. That was a little too far away. Let's go do some investigating. Oh, you found my tools, did you? Cool. What are you going to put together? Oh, okay. Really? Really? Wow. Okay. So yeah, the blue tells me I hit him. At the very least, I scared him. Well, I guess I didn't hit him. No blood trail. Wild boar. Jesus. Well, now, folks, back to the Oilers game. That's why you're here.
Mustache is cola. Come together, grow together, raise funds.
Shots after the first period were 12-6 for the Montreal Canadiens. Score is still 1-1. Also, Movember.com. Like I said, I'll be putting a link in all of my November videos for it. I'll also have my email address to where I send my own personal money into it. I believe in the cause. It's a good cause to get involved with. My grandparents on both sides. Cancer is a thing. My uncle, my dad. I was minus 17. Oh yeah. Oh, the drinkable. Oh, yeah. No, I know exactly what you're talking about, Dope. I know exactly what you're talking about. Those got to come back for this World Series. I don't think they will, but those got to come back for the World Series, eh? Oh, really? Well, tell me how you truly feel. Yeah. Once in a while, slow pace is good. I have Montreal winning the game. Oh, me versus you? I don't know. It depends on your play style. It's all about play style. And depends on who you use. Second period is underway.
I tell you what, I took 5 years of French, Louis, and it just did not.
Oilers need a power play. Not like they're going to score on it. Modern Warfare 3. Ooh, you're old school. I'm still a fan of Halo. The original Halo for the original Xbox. Nurse with the bad giveaway. But there's a bad giveaway by the defense side from Montreal. Unfortunately, they got 2 defensemen back. Shoot that, Woolman. Woolman is like the only defenseman that shoots the puck at a regular pace. Bouchard time to time. Excuse you. That's a screw.
Just this puck just goes over the stick.
A screw.
Nurse and Caulfield's already in stride. Nurse closes enough here, but a nice move under the stick to get that shot away. Good save by Calvin Pickard. Savoy.
You're not so cute.
Around this puck, throw it in there, then win this back. And this is something Chris Knobloch talked about. If you're a smaller guy like both Caulfield and Savoy, you need to know how to get inside, underneath, win those.
Yeah, that's okay. I hit a lot too.
Those plays you saw. Caulfield go under the stick.
I'm not a poke checker at all. I go for massive hits at center ice. Leaves me susceptible to breakaways. But that's why you have good goalies. Really? We discuss everything on this channel, guys. We're a variety channel. Yeah, you do. Fair enough.
Here's Alex Carey. Shot deflected wide. Doc lets him go through. Up top for Carey. His shot whistled wide. Canadiens have gotten at least a point in the last 5 games against Edmonton. They've got 3 overtime losses over that stretch. Last Oilers winning regulation against the Habs, December of 22. Vasilevsky tried to center. That glanced off a skate all the way out to Duff. Tried to get around Kulak. I thought he was out. But Kulak, of course, was on the Canadiens team. And went to the Stanley Cup final before losing to Tampa back in 21.
Really heavy hit by Bouchard up top in the corner earlier, Jeff. I thought maybe a little bit from behind, and he allowed it.
Kulak looking down low for Podkolzin. Noah Phil was second assist on the game time goal to Tomaszek's first in the NHL. Oilers will hop on a plane and head to Seattle.
Slow play right now by the Oilers. Fast pace, my butt.
On Saturday, and it's the front end of the back-to-back. Oilers in Vancouver.
Yeah, you tell him. Yeah, you tell him.
To the net. Center pass to Nidov, and it was sitting available at the side of the net. Kulak cleared to try by Matheson. The left bad save made by Pickard. Rebound, Demidov. New hook. Struble, low piece, Matheson who shoots, and again up near the collarbone. The save made by Pickard. The rebound scoop.
They're only in Leduc and Camrose? Jay, thanks for telling me. Looks like I gotta make a trip to Leduc. Diane, we're going to Leduc! I live like 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes away from Leduc. That's how far south side I live. By the way, next game is in Seattle on October 25th, 8 o'clock on Saturday, followed by a Sunday game in Vancouver, also at 8 o'clock. So I will not be here for Sunday, but I'll be here for Saturday. For those that don't know, I don't do Sundays. That's family day. That's a day of reflection and
Edmonton. This is the management that Bob Stauffer was talking about in the intermission.
No screen time. No screens as much as possible. What? Why? Why I oughta?
And turns at that moment, but Bouchard continues through and finishes him hard. He was a little shaken up on that one. Here's some great defense by Brett Kulak. He's the one that pinballs off.
Yeah, Thomas Sack assisted by Pod Colson and Phillip. Tied the game up at 1-1.
Saving a goal. That was going to go right over.
No, your mom needs to hurry up because this is. That's how you play defense. Put you between the body and the goalie. And that's out of play. Okay. Do I gotta text your mom and say, where the heck are you? Where the heck are you? Hello? Earth to McFly.
Hi.
McFly.
Hi.
Earth to McFly.
Hi.
Bye. Yeah, I know I'm never on. So I try. I thought about it. Oh, yeah. Okay.
And it's about not compounding mistakes, right, Jack? You're
Oh,
turn a puck over
your mom is
every once in a while, but when you get a chance,
enjoying this no you time. Bad pass by Woolman there.
Shot right back in by Caulfield.
And when you're playing against a team like Montreal,
And another bad giveaway.
Caulfield.
Block shot by Woolman. That looked like it hurt. That's my only thing I don't like about Woolman, man. The guy blocks 100 shots a game. Freaking team stop giving the puck away.
By Yellow Cab. Since 1945. Guided by tradition. Powered by technology.
and again, it's not panic. It's not about just firing a puck off the glass, firing a puck down the ice. It's about executing past the pass.
Off the inside of his foot.
The zone. Here's a nice block.
Aye.
And it was Walden that got down in front of this Caulfield shot as he's trying to thread that one through, make Pickard make a save. Suzuki was in behind.
Emerson gets hit with a stick.
For Ty Emerson.
Oof. No call on the play though, eh, ref?
Canadiens, as we talked
Was
about,
probably friendly fire though.
a much improved club in the second of a back-to-back situation. 2 years ago, they were 1-11-1 under those circumstances. Since then, 8-5-3, including a win.
You gotta
this
stop.
year. Big reason why they made the
I
playoffs.
need help down here.
Nugent Hopkins.
Yeah.
They were the last team in. Winning game 82 to ensure a trip to the postseason. Abe Washington with some scares. I mean, that was not a lopsided 5-game series.
That's icing against the Montreal Canadiens.
An icing call whistled against Montreal, and Zach Bolduc on half.
It's the only thing I don't like about these Eastern Conference teams like Toronto and Montreal. Their fans all live here because they don't want to live out east. Thanks for the revenue and the support, though, guys. Greatly appreciate that.
Matthias Ekholm was the one that was kind of separating, so they'll take it. Looks like it's going to come to center ice as the officials understand.
What?
Okay, maybe we didn't get that one right. Comes to center
Really?
ice, but for Edmonton right now, take a breath, settle down, start to get pucks in behind. I know it's a simplified attack, but right now they're on their heels in the defensive zone. Need to find some time in the offensive zone.
Oh, that's awesome, Jerry. Enjoy your trip back to Rocky Mountain. Glad you enjoyed Disney, but welcome back to Canada. That's icing against Edmonton now. Says you, but that's okay. That's why opinions are like assholes, Graham. Everyone's got them.
Eager on the offense. They do not hesitate to get up on the ice in the rush, and it stems from the back end. Skating defense.
I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're right, but that's okay. We don't always have to agree.
Evans.
I can't wait for when he does win a cup in Edmonton, and all you haters can just shut up. What is the talk going to be then? Oh, he'll never win too. Well,
Montreal perspective, what you want? McDavid and Draisaitl defending in their own end. Good block shot up top by Savoy, and now Walton. Table center for Edmonton.
that's fine. You can boo the Oilers. I get that.
4 goals on the year to share.
I wouldn't expect you to cheer for the Oilers if you're a Montreal guy. I wouldn't expect you to cheer for the Oilers with that guy coming in here hot like that, saying McDavid's never going to win a cup in Edmonton. Remember, Jack Eichel had to leave Buffalo to win his cup. Ray Bourque had to leave Boston to win his cup. Brett Hull had to leave Dallas to win his cup. Mike Modano had to leave Dallas to win his cup.
Quite a few times. The goal by
I'm just saying, guys, the hate for McDavid and the Oilers is just unfoundedly stupid.
Off a clean face-off win by Draisaitl.
The Habs win tonight? Probably.
The plexiglass.
Can I have that pen? Thank you.
Straight the puck in their own end.
And I know I keep saying it, but Edmonton's got to go to work, and that's kind of where they have to start to spend some time. And it is work. You've got to win a puck battle. You've got to.
I don't think they're. I don't know if they're going to win or lose tonight. I just hope it's a good game. It's October and it's the Oilers. Chances of them winning? 50-50.
Because they're on their heels. Yeah.
Now, come talk to me in November, December, January, February, and March. Chance of the Oilers winning these games goes up from 50-50 to 80-20. It's just the way the Oilers are.
The offensive zone.
Subtle little thing too.
Yeah,
right there,
you
Louise.
tell them.
Draisaitl unable to get that stick on a pass from Nurse. Here's McDavid rolling toward the net. Edmonton on the attack. Now Nurse takes a shot that's tipped wide, and the rebound will be controlled by the Montreal Canadiens. As Knobloch talked about, the puck play has been surprisingly below average from Edmonton's.
See, I'm one of those Oiler fans. I don't love McDavid. I appreciate what he does.
15 saves tonight for Pickard. He's been solid. Here's Suzuki to Caulfield in front.
Oh, wow, that was a nice play by Caulfield. Just missed in front.
Turned over by Lane Hudson as he backs off. Here's Vasily Podkolzin. Lane Hudson's over
Like,
win in the
I don't love or hate any Oiler players. You wear my favorite team's jersey. I'll cheer for you while you're on the team. But when you're not on the team, I'm not going to go cheer for you. Have a good night, buddy. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi, Nathan. Greatly appreciate you. The 20th icing of the game. Yeah, you're not wrong. It is a lot of icings. A lot of choppy play. To be expected, though. Montreal played last night. Oilers got in late yesterday afternoon from that 5-game roadie. Oh, you see her? Oh, you do see her. She's like, oh, hi.
That fast, it's incredible how much time it opens up for you.
And Rick won the face-off, and Tomashik has it deflected up.
Hey, Jonah, hi. Thank you for stopping by. Hey, Ash.
Goal for Montreal, it's Alex Newhook. And as a result,
Newhook is the Montreal Canadiens goal scorer. Thomasak, his first goal in the NHL. Tied 1-1. Shots are 16-7 for the Montreal Canadiens. Really? No. You don't hit. Say sorry.
She's like, huh?
Say sorry. Give hugs.
Mommy has to go get you and Jamie's.
No, don't give me hugs. You didn't hit me, you hit Mommy. Go give Mommy hugs. Little psychopath. No, I won't be mad. Okay. If McDavid left, he didn't sign a contract with the Oilers to extend, I wouldn't be mad or upset or disappointed that he left. If McDavid wins 1, 2, or 3, as you say, cups with the Oilers, and he leaves, what do I have to be upset by? Like, I got nothing to be upset by. Like, he did his work. He put in his time with the Oilers. It just didn't. If they don't win a cup with him, it just didn't happen. They lost to a better Florida team that circumvented the cap better than everybody else, and it is what it is. You can't do that this year. So, for the first time in a long time, I'm actually looking forward to what teams actually do in the playoffs. With the cap being what it is. I'm actually looking. Will Crosby retire as a Pittsburgh Penguin? I hope so. I'm a very big Oilers fan for our biology.
Specifically get you the right equipment that fits you best. Louis and Jack, those skates are expected.
But I'm not one of those idiot Oilers fans that go around and say Oilers are winning a cup every year. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not that guy. You've got to get to the playoffs and anything is possible. Oh, that's a penalty. Power play coming up for the Oilers. First power play for the Oilers of the game. Halfway through the second period.
Off the cycle. Off the cycle. It was Carey that took him down. A little bit of a cross check, too.
Number 45, 2 minutes, cross-checking.
That's the call, in fact.
Could be cross check road tripping, but I think he got him in the lower part of the back. But this is off the cycle. Good work by Tomashik, sorry. Eugene just said.
Like I said, I'm not worried about McDavid leaving or staying, winning a cup, not winning a cup. It's a team sport. You win. You as a team win the cup. You as a team lose the cup. I hate the fact that the Oilers lost the cup back-to-back years and it was Stuart Skinner's fault.
Oilers got 2 in Tuesday.
You win and lose as a team. And if I'm saying if they win a cup this year, I've already read the headlines. I'm already in the future. If the Oilers win a cup this year, like I think they might, if everything goes their way and the breaks go the way I think they might, the headline is going to read, Edmonton Oilers win the cup despite Stuart Skinner being their starting goalie. So they're going to win, not because of Stuart Skinner, but because of how good they are as a team. Get that out of your mouth. Thank you. Thank you.
McDavid in front. Bouchard, shot blocked, and here come the Canadiens. Josh Anderson. McDavid's going to reel them in and take the puck easily.
Welcome back, Nathan. No, Nathan Brookman on TikTok. Yeah, power play, whoopee. Yeah, our power play has been atrocious this year.
Oh, you want? Okay, I guess we'll do. I was going to ask Daddy.
McDavid passes it across the ice. It goes off the post. Yes, I do have pets. I have a dog. And that's all I want is one dog. I'm not a cat person.
You consider that thing a dog?
Well, I consider it a floof. 1 minute left to go in the power play. 15-8 now shots for Montreal.
Really protected the.
Okay. Good night. What are you chewing on? Spit it out.
Mushu! There it is. That's been on the floor for I don't know how
Yeah,
long.
exactly.
Yeah, you did it. Stop.
Penalty kill wise for Montreal. They're not shy to take off and look for opportunities. Both quick.
Yeah, no pets, just grandkids. Well, they are kind of pets.
Not only the second of a back-to-back for Montreal, but 3 and 4.
Bye-bye. Well, that's good of you. That's good of you.
It's that third game players will tell you that creeps up on
Yeah, I found the level yesterday.
win the face-off. Matheson.
It was in this white bucket.
And now you've got an easy clear for Oliver Kapanen.
This power play of the Oilers is, it's abysmal. Just not good.
Here's McDavid, hit the line, left the puck behind, Newell got a chance to clear, didn't get it done. Draisaitl tucked it back for Bouchard. No shot.
No shots. Just let's pass it on the outside between 3 people. That works. We need Hyman back so bad.
Bouchard stroked it across to McDavid. Snapped it back to Draisaitl hit the outside of the goalpost.
Draisaitl rings it off the post.
15 on the power play. McDavid cuts inside. Has the puck.
McDavid goes through everybody and doesn't shoot.
Bouchard is a half screen, rolls up top. Now Tomashik.
I've never seen a guy taking bets on what?
Draisaitl. Bouchard. One-timer Draisaitl and a save made on
What am I taking on bets there, Elvis?
the zone. To center ice.
Whose money are we using? Government money? Because if that's the case, all day, every day I'll take a bet.
Right back in. Both
Who wins this game?
Good thing he did.
Like I said, whose money are we using? Government money?
Ekholm able to usher that puck deep into the Montreal zone.
I don't bet, my friend, especially Oiler games.
High slot. Here's Adam Henry.
They're too inconsistent as a team.
His pass across to Ekholm was deflected.
I got 2 dimes to rub together, so if we have 20 cents between us.
Detroit Savoy to Howell. In the corner, Adam Henry.
But no, I don't bet Oiler games, especially in October. I'll bet all day long in December, January. But October and beginning of November, don't bet Oiler hockey. You'll lose your money, especially if you bet Oilers to win.
Seen his teammates cash in, and he's set up a number of guys in the early going this season.
So smart. Just excellent at protecting the puck and making that subtle little play.
No power play goal, by the way.
I agree.
Howard to Ekholm. Across, Walden. Shot
Redirect goal! Rico, 1001 game, gets the goal.
right on cue, Lou. He cashed in on that one. N37, and Edmonton has a lead in a game where Montreal's had some good looks at Montreal, although he has to be wondering what else.
Yeah, no, absolutely, but that's all betting is, right? Is taking a gamble, because you never fucking know, right? You could bet $50 on the Blue Jays to beat the Mariners in Game 7. That $50 turns into $500, especially in the 6th inning when they're down 3-1. I'm not saying I did that. I'm just saying that was the odds. Bet 50, win 5. I know a guy that bet $1,000 in that game in the 6th inning and walked away with a good chunk of money. If you have faith in your team, hey, I've got 5. So if you've got faith in the team that you love and you don't mind losing every now and then, it's a good bet. I just can't afford to lose every now and then, so I don't bet. Safe say.
That'll skip off the end board. Suzuki right back to work. Struble.
Oilers goal.
Kulak able to cut it off. First free finally for Phil. And into the corner, gave way to Suzuki.
Yes, sir.
Now Carrier, and he broke his stick. Struble keeps the play alive as Hudson jumps on.
Age from 21 to
Suzuki
1.5. Wow, what a save by Picard there.
Montreal buzzing again. Hudson dishes off last second. Suzuki a shot to save made by Pickard. And he'll freeze him with 7 1/2 left in the second period. And the Oilers retain their 2-1 lead.
What a save.
Wallman and Ekholm, the assist on Adam Henrique's go-ahead goal.
Adam Henrique, assisted by Wallman and Ekholm. Wow. Wallman comes in the lineup and just gets 2 points. It's always my pleasure, my friend. It's always my pleasure. I joke with my wife. It's always my pleasure. I did know Gretzky was never drafted. He's the best player never drafted. I also know Gretzky played his 3rd professional hockey league game against the Edmonton Oilers when he played with the Indianapolis Pacers. Scored 6 points against the Oilers the very next day, or a week after that, he was an Oiler. Not too long after that game, he was an Oiler. I do know that much. I also know that his choices were Winnipeg, Detroit, Toronto, and Edmonton from the WHA days. He chose Edmonton. Chose Edmonton over his hometown team, Toronto, because his dad told him it was the better move. He would have been a Winnipeg Jet if it wasn't for the ownership there in Winnipeg being shit. Can you imagine saying that? Wayne Gretzky, a Winnipeg Jet. Yeah, I know my stuff, Tolo. I know my league history. I may be an Oilers fan, but I'm an NHL dude. I'm a pure NHL guy.
Shot held on for the whistle. No damage.
Yeah, Epic, I feel you on that one.
Needs to be a little cleaner through the neutral zone with their passes. We've seen a few turnovers in this game.
And we've seen a few dangerous wraparounds from Suzuki. Remember the one in the first period had to be reviewed.
It was also the decision to wear 99 instead of 9 was smart too. That was also Walter's decision. 76, wow. Tip of the cap to you, sir. I've been an Oilers fan since '84. So, tip of the cap to you, sir. I love the old heads. And that's no disrespect. I love the old heads. Like, my dad is a Toronto Maple Leaf fan. My grandpa was a Toronto Maple Leaf fan. It's 80s hockey in Saskatchewan. Like I was born in Saskatchewan, and the way my dad pulled it, you got 4 choices there, buddy. You got the new look Edmonton Oilers. You got the not so good Calgary Flames, because the Flames were not very good. You could be a Toronto Maple Leaf fan, but we haven't been good for a long time. Or you could be a Montreal Canadian fan. And since we don't speak French, I don't think you're going to be a Montreal fan. So it was either Leafs, Canadian, it was either the Leafs, the Oilers, or the Flames. I loved blue. It was my favorite color, so I took the Oilers. I didn't know me cheering for the Oilers would be me cheering for a dynasty. But scores! Mangiapane! Sorry, my TV lost volume. I'm going to rewind it for those that are wanting to listen to it. I'll be a little delayed. I apologize for nothing.
Sportsnet Plus to order the pay-per-view. Off the draw, a drive by Woolman, a painful block for Zach Bolduc. And he is favoring that left leg as he comes on.
I'm not that old, man. I remember watching games in standard definition. Oh, that was tough. There, now you guys got to hear the goal.
Right out to Mangiapane, who then drives himself to the net. This is excellent movement around the offensive zone. We said it at the start. Well, that's some great time.
Wow, what a pass indeed. Yeah. Well, I remember oh, that's a bad pass. That's a bad pass. The Oilers let go there. Gotta tighten that defense up if you're Edmonton. Mangiapane with the goal. Nurse and McDavid with the assist. I gotta get Mangiapane's goal horn thing going. I thought I had it. I'm behind on this apparently. I'll work on that tonight. I'll work on Mangiapane, Hendricks.
Got 2 against Ottawa and picks up his 3rd goal of the year tonight as we've got an icing call whistled against Edmonton with 5:50 to play in the second.
I think he's got 3 goals on 5 shots, Jack. Shoot the puck. He got the hot hand.
So in case you guys are wondering, I also talk to the YouTube. And on YouTube, you get to see the graphics and all the fun stuff over there. I do have a pretty good board on. Yeah, you know what, Epic? I am slacking. You're right. You're 100% correct. I'm going to see if I have a Mangiapane image to... You guys are going to see a little bit behind the scenes of this. So that's Woolman, that's McDavid, that's It's Howard, Frederick, Phillip. I do have a Mangiapane. All right. Let me get that, and it works right quick here. During the second intermission, I'll do the Mangiapane goal horn for you guys. You guys get to see the behind the look scenes of my computer. I think it's pretty cool. Like, we don't want to see behind the scenes. You never know what you're going to see. Roslovic shot save made by Montembeau. There you guys go. So, commercial break, Mangiapane. Yeah, that radio. I get back to that story there, Tall. I didn't ignore you. I remember you can only listen to preseason games on the radio. And you can only watch games on Saturday night. 1 game a week, maybe 2, if ITV or City TV had the game. But if ITV didn't have the game for Edmonton, you got 1 game a week, and it was always Toronto, Montreal, and it was usually Vancouver, the Vancouver game. But the radio was a very good source for me to listen to games. And whenever I'd listen to the radio, I'd do what I do now. I'd write down a lot of the stats, like shots, power plays, who scored, what assisted. Do I have a private folder? What? Since when? When did I have a private folder? I don't get any of those pictures. I'm too old. But yeah, it's I miss listening to radio hockey. Some of the best memories I have with my grandpa is riding from a talkie tournament, listening to the radio. I'm glad I was born in the era that we had that stuff. Truthfully and honestly. And that's a bad giveaway by Darnell Nurse. It is 3-2. Again, you gotta get those pucks out if you're Darnell Nurse.
Gallagher had so many hand injuries that pestered him for years. Shea Weber shattered his hand with a slap shot. His own teammate at one point. Evans, one of the hardest shooters ever in the game. Wallman, Draisaitl, and now Massimoy. Trying to snap it in front, broken up, however, by Dobson. And the Canadiens waste no time. Here's Evans crisscrossing with Gallagher. Wrist shot, kick save. The rebound available, but Ekholm hacked it away.
Assisted by Gallagher and Evans. Goal scored by Anderson, his first of the year, by Gallagher and Evans.
From behind by Savoy, but followed up by Caulfield. And here's Dobson looking for Caulfield and time stops.
And we got ourselves a tie hockey game because this team can't play defense. 3-3. I wouldn't say they're better than the Oilers. You're just taking advantage of the Oilers' bad defense. Darnell Nurse and Bouchard. Unfortunately, that's what it is. This team can't play team defense. So we got a 3-3 hockey game, folks. I disagree with the younger, faster. I disagree with that. I disagree that they're faster. They're younger. They're not faster. And Caulfield scores. 4-3 Montreal. You have eyes. I'm not saying you don't, but I'm just saying they're not faster as a team. They better be better than the Oilers eventually. They sucked for a decade and a half. Like, Dope, you really have bad opinions, dude. Like, I honestly wonder if you are an Oiler fan or you just hate the Oilers to hate the Oilers. They're not way faster. Use your eyes, man. They're not way faster. They just take advantage of the bad defense that the Oilers gives. Doesn't fucking matter if we have McDavid. We also have Mangiapane, who's fast. Howard, who's fast. Savoy, who's fast. We have fast players, too. Like, you're an idiot if you think McDavid is the only fast player on the Oilers. I'm sorry, but that's just a bad take. Like, I do question if you're an Oiler fan at all, but... Another power play coming for the Oilers. We're going to pass it around like the last one.
Was interfered with.
Ugh.
Good pick off by Isaac Howard. He gets his feet moving, then has the point.
Habs are just a better team sometimes, but they sucked for so long. But that's what I mean. Like, everyone's like, well, the Oilers are going to suck eventually. Yeah. When you've got 10 plus years of being good, eventually the other team's going to catch up to you. The San Jose Sharks are eventually going to be a top 3 team in the league. The Anaheim Ducks are eventually going to be a top 3 team in the West. The Montreal Canadiens are eventually going to be a top 3 team in the East. The Buffalo Sabres eventually are going to be a top 3 team in the East. Eventually, these young teams are going to either show up or fold. How many years has Caulfield been in the league again? Suzuki, how many years? I'm just saying. They've been in the league for a while and they've got nothing to show for it. Eventually, these teams catch up to the Oilers. Yeah, Dope, I'm just going to ignore you. You can say what you want to say. I'm just going to not retaliate to what you have to say. I respect your opinion, and I respect you as a human being, but sometimes your takes are so off. You're so far behind, you think you're winning the race. I gotta do a quick recap of the goals, anywho's. Gotta do my writing down. Nurse and McDavid get the assist on the Mangiapane goal, his 3rd goal of the season, apparently. Made it 3-1 Edmonton. That was a while ago, apparently. It was like 5 minutes ago. And then Montreal scored. Anderson by Gallagher and Evans makes it 3-2. And then Caulfield scores, makes it 3-3. And then Caulfield scores again to make it 4-3. All in a span of 2.5 minutes. I'll be lenient. 3 minutes and 10 seconds. That's how quickly a team can capitalize on the Oilers not playing a full 60 minutes. I've said it for years. The Oilers do not play a full 60 minutes. Haven't, and they probably never will.
Canadiens on 3 quick unanswered goals. Power play here to end this period with 34.2.
34 seconds left to go in the second period.
For the Oilers to saw it off here. Draisaitl not yet on the score sheet, coming in with 8 goals in his last 9. A against Montreal, including 6 goals in 7 games against Sam Montebo.
Dobson and Hudson get the assist on the first Gallagher goal.
Kicked out to Nugent Hopkins. Here's another blast by Bouchard. Rebound. Tramples just by.
And then Suzuki and Carriere get the assist on the second Caulfield goal.
Close, Louis.
Yep. 2 quick shots by Bouchard. You'd like to see him activated and let that Bouch bomb go.
8 seconds as McDavid hits the Montreal line. Rolled off his stick. Evans took it away from Draisaitl. A backhand.
And that's it for the second period, folks.
Now Edmonton.
Yeah, Chase, this team can be brutal at times. But there's also times this team can be great. It is what it is. We don't know why. We don't know how come. It's just this team is... I've said it all year and I'm going to say it forever. You can disagree with my version of the story. I don't care. Like I said, opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one. I don't expect you to agree with everything I say. I'm just saying that sometimes shit happens. No, you don't see Ingram anytime soon, Epic. I'm telling you guys right now, Connor Ingram is not coming to Edmonton until he plays 23 games in the AHL. Even then, his 23 games in the AHL, he has to have above save percentage of 900 and a winning percentage of 750. So he has to win more than he loses and makes more saves than he lets in. Wow. Like I said, I get your guys' frustration. I get where you guys are coming from, but relax. It's October. It's October and changes are coming. And they're not going to be changes you guys like. Also, let's do shits and giggles. For shits and giggles, Connor Ingram comes up. Say goodbye to Calvin Pickard. Stuart Skinner ain't going anywhere. And Ingram isn't going to be your starting goalie. He's going to be your backup. Facts don't care about your feelings. And I really hope you guys weren't expecting him to be the starter in Edmonton this year. Unless Stuart Skinner completely falls off the freaking rails, which I do not see happening, I'm sorry. It just... No, you're not going to fire the coach. Why fire the coach for the team in front of him being shitty? Why fire the coach for a team that doesn't give a fuck in October? Why fire a coach who has the best start to a coach in franchise history? I'm not using an excuse. It's a fucking fact. Go back to every October for the past decade, dope. Aside from 1 year we went 5-0 because Mike Smith made us be 5-0. Every other year this team doesn't play October hockey. You can look at it as an excuse. I'm just telling you the fact. Don't like it, don't care. I hate that notion. Fire the coach. Why? So the next coach can come in, get a coach bump, win 5 games, 6 games, 7 games, and then be right back to sucking again? You're not wrong, Keegan. You're not wrong. There's something's going to change, and it's going to be a change you guys don't want. Eventually, dope. I 100% agree with you. Eventually, bad Octobers are going to catch up to this team. But it's not going to be now. It's not going to be next year. It's not going to be the year after. You also have to remember and realize this team has played more hockey than any other team in the NHL the past 3 years. Aside from the Florida Panthers. There's something is going to change. You also have to remember they're missing they are missing a main piece in their offense. What's the change? If I told you that, I'd get in trouble. That's all I'm allowed to say. There is changes coming, and it's going to be changes you guys don't need. You guys don't like it. You guys aren't going to like the changes. All I will say is Emberson and Stetcher will not be here after November. One of, if not both of, Kapanen and Henrique. Scores 4-3 Montreal. Goal scored by Newhook, Tomasak, Henrique, Mangiapane. Answered by Anderson, Caulfield. No, you don't see Skinner in net for the third. You ride Picard. As the coach, you started Picard. As the coach, you made that decision to go with Picard this game. You ride with him. He's the guy you ride with. And it's not like the Oilers have played bad this game. They had a bad 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes. Unfortunately, when you have a bad 3 minutes where your defense just shits the bed and sucks, that's what happens. You go up 3-2, down 4-3. No, the changes I've made are not going to be good. And you guys are going to be upset when they do make the changes. But I'm telling you right now, changes are coming. And they don't hold 3-1 leads. It's the worst lead in Oilers history, 3-1. We all know this. I was not around for the Golden Seals, but I do hear stories of the California Golden Seals. Much like I heard stories of the Kansas City Rockies. If you guys don't know, the Kansas City Rockies were the New Jersey Devils before they were the New Jersey Devils. Yes, sir. Like I said, I know my history. It's kind of shocking. They are going to get a pro scouting department. Relax, man. They're fine. Like I said, if they play like this in December and January, then worry. Then start panicking. Sound the alarms. This team isn't going to go anywhere. But it's October. October, and I will say this with all honesty. October are the teams that are not very good during the season. This is where they win their games because it's not structure. It's not good hockey. Bad teams win games in October because they're young. They just have no give-a-shits, and there's no structure. It's defense and goaltending in October. Then November rolls around, and the good teams, skilled teams, figure out, hey, how do we play together? How do we pass plays? How do we click? And then December rolls around, and they start clicking on a big clip, and then before you know it, the bad teams are bad again. It's just what happens every year in every league. The beginning of the season is when all the bad teams win games. I don't have a book to tell me why that is. It's just the way it is in all of history. We don't have to like it as Oilers fans, but I'll say this. I remember the decade of darkness in October when the Oilers would start out 5-1, 7-0, 10-2. And we were all sitting here, yeah, we're going to the Stanley Cup play. We're going to be a team this year. And then the flipping of November. And then you'd lose 2 or 3 in a row. And then you'd lose 4 out of 5. And then December rolled around. And then you'd lose 4 out of 5 again. And then you'd lose 8 in a row. It's like, well, where was this team in October? Things happen. Teams change. It's always been this way, and I think it'll always be this way. I wouldn't go that far, Matt. I would not go that far. I don't think Montreal's there yet. I think they're playoff bound this year and for years to come. I just don't think you'll be cup contenders, not with this goaltending and this defense. Aside from Hudson, who's playing all worldly for them. But that begs the question, how long can he play like this for? Like, you're right. You're absolutely right. Montreal is the best team right now, and I won't take anything. Don't misconstrue what I'm saying. Like, I'm not discrediting or anything that Montreal's doing. Absolutely freaking not. Montreal is an awesome story. But the story is, how long did it take for you guys to get here? That is all I'm saying. It took Montreal how many years of holy shit, we suck, to, hey, we're actually a good team that might make the playoffs this year. Might win the division this year. Really, bro? 1 year? Are you blind, dumb, or just a little bit in between? It only took Montreal 1 year of sucking to get this good. Mr. Bubblegum, you are worse than an Oiler fan. You are more delusional Leaf fan and Oiler fan combined. Don't think that bubble year was a good year. That bubble year was not. When you got two teams from the East playing for the Cup, that, okay, bro, 2021, you're really going to go COVID years? All right. That's a really high bar you got. That bar's so high, my 5-year-old can climb over top of it. COVID years. We're counting COVID years. Oy. Oh, no, he can't rage bait me. It's just hilarious that some people are that delusional to think Montreal hasn't sucked for over a decade. It's amazing to me how... And don't get me wrong, you guys have a great franchise. And like a friend of mine always says, if the past doesn't matter, none of it matters. And the past matters. Montreal is the best NHL franchise in history. Cannot take away their 25 Stanley Cups. Cannot, will not, should not take away their 25 Stanley Cups. But it's a what have you done for me lately league. And what has Montreal done lately? Just like you have fans rip on the Toronto Maple Leafs for winning nothing. Well, that's awkward, eh? Okay, 24 Renegade, you're right. This year, by far the Montreal Canadiens are the best team in the NHL this year. And I give them their flowers for that. But let's also see where they are come February, March, and April. If they're still the best team in the NHL, Jesus. Yeah, my shot doesn't even do nothing to him. See that? Just nothing. Whole lot of nothing. Greatest dynasty of all time is the Montreal Canadiens. I'm an Oiler fan, and I will honestly say the greatest dynasty of all time is the Montreal Canadiens. I wouldn't go that far. Caulfield isn't going to be the best player this year. He's going to have a good year. I just don't think his numbers are going to be sustainable for a full 82. Let's focus on being a healthy 82 first, before we anoint him having the best year and being the best player of the year. Let's focus on being healthy for 82 games. Oh no, the Leafs 14 Cups do count. Absolutely they do count. You don't count them? That's fair. But they absolutely do count. Leafs history matters. They had a run of greatness. But looking at it through the lens of what have you done for me lately, is the Leafs suck. And that's what people base this off. What have you done in the past 5, 10, 15 years? Yeah, Detroit's one of those streaky teams that are either going to be really good this year or they're going to be really bad. I think once they get healthy in Detroit and the goaltending of Gibson kind of starts to shape up, no, you're not wrong, Dope. You're not wrong about that. Like that's the biggest joke I have with my dad every year. The last time the Maple Leafs won the Cup, there wasn't 3 rounds. They've never seen a 4th round. So, to me, it's like That's like I keep telling people. If the Oilers doing good now means nothing, then the decade of darkness means nothing. It either all of it matters or none of it matters, to kind of steal a phrase from a friend of mine who I think is a friend of mine anyway. True believer. The Maple Leaf true believer. He says that all the time. He's like, if this doesn't matter, then this doesn't matter. And he's right. It's either it all matters or none of it matters. Yeah, no, absolutely, Mond. Absolutely. Utah is surprising me. That team is surprising me this year, but it's about time, right? It's about time the Arizona, Phoenix, Utah franchise had a good year. Like I said, like I'm one of those people that, yes, we do have to live in now, but the past matters. The Flames are last one win, right? Like, I feel so bad for Dustin Wolf. Like, I can't even sugarcoat or deny that. I feel so bad for Dustin Wolf. He has no help. And I wish, me being an Edmonton guy, I wish the Calgary Flames would tank on purpose. You need to tank a year. Get that first overall pick. This is the year to do it. Go Habs, go, sure. Like I said, I have no hate towards Hab fans. Or any team out east, aside from Florida, just because of the way they do business. But, if I'm being honest, an 8-game sample isn't a dictative pace for 82. Come back at me at game 20, and if Montreal's still doing what Montreal's doing now, scores 4-3 Montreal. Shots are 21 to, I believe, not enough. 21 shots for Montreal and 14 for Edmonton. But like I said, Montreal first period had 12, second period had 9. Like, come back at me at game 20, and if Montreal is still on the clip that they're on at game 20, then I'll gladly give them their flowers. Gladly. I will gladly fall on a sword of, you guys were right, I was wrong, Montreal is a juggernaut. But now, as long as you're willing to do the same damn thing, when Montreal isn't that juggernaut, 20 games in, and you come back here and say, hey, man, you were right. It was just a flash in the pan kind of first 10 games when the good teams are finding their footing. But third period is underway. I'll get back to that, guys. Like I said, it all matters. Oilers are
tomorrow at 4:30 on Sports.
On the power play.
Asked about the Blue Jays this morning was the captain, Connor McDavid.
Blue Jays? We're talking about Blue Jays?
He also said, imagine trying to hit something around with a bat, a piece of wood, or whatever a bat might be made out of. And
Burger, Habs fans, Maple Leaf fans, Boston fans travel out west in Canadian cities just because they all migrated here. Because there's no jobs in Montreal, Ottawa, Ontario, Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, PEI. There's no jobs over there. So they all travel to Alberta for the oil money. And they all migrate here and are fans from Montreal, Toronto, and they cheer for them. I don't hate it. It brings our economy up. I enjoy it. You're not the best, bro. It's just because so many of you idiots don't have work over there. So you have to come to Alberta to work.
It's great, isn't it? That is.
You're not wrong, Renegade. They have to get rid of their veterans. Absolutely.
I said, hey, it's tomorrow. Enjoy it. You and I will be in
I'm sorry. You're not idiots.
shutout win over Winnipeg tonight. Joey DeCour,
You very nice people come to Alberta and you make us money. You make our province money. And I appreciate that. Let's go Montreal. Power play for the Oilers. You're right. I apologize. Although, why would you find that insulting? I don't get that. Unless you're soft as butter on a very warm summer day in the Maritimes. And then at that point, is it really butter or is it margarine? McDavid loses the puck at the blue line, because of course he does.
Executed and Carrier, a length of the ice clear.
Oh, now you got skulls. Oh, no. Oh, no, guys. I'm going to get in trouble. He's going to come at me.
We'll get it back for McDavid, try the right side for Tomasha.
Like I said, I say what I'm going to say. I don't think about what I say, and may not be politically correct for people's ears, but we live in a very soft society that you can't hurt people's feelings, because that's a cross-check that should be called. Not called. That was a cross-check by Hopkins, though. That was a cross-check by Hopkins that should have been called. See, I'm fair. 4-3, absolutely, for Montreal. Oilers on a power play. A bunch of skadoosh on that one, too. Third period, Oilers got to pick up the pace a little bit. This is the time to take advantage of a team that played last night. Although with the... I will say this. What's the score, Matthew? Scores 4-3 for the Montreal Canadiens. Shots are 21-16 for the Montreal Canadiens. Montreal is 0 for 1 on the power play. Oilers are 0 for 2. Yes, Chaos and Art, they caught up and took the lead. That's what happens when the Oilers defense falls asleep for 2.5 minutes and just gives the puck away in our zone. It's almost like you're on Oprah. You get a prize, you get a prize. You get a car, you get a car. Excuse me. Like I said, we live in such a soft society that words hurt. I can't help that. Habs are not too good. They took advantage of mistakes of the Oilers defense. Much like the Oilers did in the first period against the Habs. It's a game of ebb and flows. I disagree with you there, Epic. He won't be in Bakersfield. They're going to trade him. Because you have to either clear him for waivers, which he won't clear, or get traded to a different team. Because you can't have 3 goalies. And that's 5-3. Bad passing by the Oilers. Turnover, goal. What are you going to be upset by? You're right there, Kimo. This team doesn't care. Yeah, you're not wrong. We got Caulfield and Newhook on hat-trick watch for the Canadiens. Good goal by Newhook. Sit in the soft ice, get a goal. Oilers got to wake up. I'm not even upset. Like, you guys coming at me, don't get it twisted. Habs are good right now. Absolutely. Cannot, will not, have not take anything away from the Montreal Habs today. Goal's a goal. Abso-fucking-lutely. Goal's a goal. Play better. Goal's a goal. Play better.
Just on side, so a good non-challenge by Edmonton. As Garrett Rank came over to wonder what they were yelling at him.
Right? I totally agree with you, Rob. I agree with you guys. It's not acceptable that there's 22 shots and there's 5 goals. But again, it's early season, and good teams find ways to suck in the early seasons. Bad teams find good ways to be good. Oh, that's a penalty. That shouldn't be, but that's a penalty. Power play Oilers. Not like they're going to score on it. You could probably give them 7 power plays in the next 10 minutes and they won't score.
He's kind of wondering. He thought he was being hard, and on first look, it's because of the.
I disagree, Jotes. Another 2 points pissed away. I disagree.
Slavkovsky's a big customer.
Habs are a good team.
6'4", and you're going to see him here. And yeah, it's the way he.
Well, it's just the way he went in. Like, I wouldn't call that myself as a ref myself. I wouldn't have called that. Sometimes you got to put onus on the player being hit. Don't, like, that's my thing. Sometimes you got to put onus on the player being hit. You can't turn your back to the play. Absolutely, Renegade. His skill is insane. The Habs are just the Habs. Early season. I'm not taking anything away from what they're doing today. They are dismantling the Oilers' defense at will. It's time for the Oilers to pick it up. It's time for their big boys to put their big boy pants on and figure it the fuck out.
For me, this is almost a must convert for Edmonton. I know there's a lot of time left, but here's Jake Evans to the net.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Like I said, a bad call is a bad call. I'm an equal opportunist on these refs. I'm not. Anybody who follows me for a while knows I call it like I see it when it comes to penalties. And that's just a bad play. Again, we're on the power play, but Montreal has the best chance. Good hit by Matheson on McDavid. Again, McDavid is trying to skate through 5 guys. Just can't do it, man. Like, this team is not playing as a team. They're a bunch of individuals. There's 5 guys on the ice. They're not playing as a cohesive unit. I don't know what this is for the Oilers, but it's not Oiler hockey. October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, or June. This isn't Oiler hockey. Great chance, absolutely. Montembeault being a good, solid goalie.
Yeah, I mean, these are some great saves in tight here by Montembeault. Just does a terrific job.
I will not take anything away from Montreal and their effort. And that's what it is. I don't care. I've said this my entire life, and I'll say this to my dying day. I will take a team full of will over a team full of skill. Yep, that's very true. That's very true. And I for anybody that's followed me for any length, I will say that to my dying breath. I will take 26 guys of will over 26 guys of skill. Until that skill matches that will, I will take that will. I will take that dog that wants to fight harder, better, and faster, longer than any dog that doesn't want to fight at all just because I have skill to show up. That's why Savoy's on the top line, guys. But hey, it's our top line guys that make that play too. So maybe he fits on the top line of bad passes. Power play, no goal. That seems to be the theme this young season.
That's the end of the power play. 2 shots for the Oilers. Ekholm sees it spooned in by Mangiapane. Taken by Arbor, Jack
5-3 Montreal. 22-19 are the shots for Montreal. Newhook with 2. Caulfield with 2. Anderson with 1. Sandwiched between all that is Tomasak, Henrique, and Mangiapane. I mean, when Mangiapane and Tomasak and Henrique are scoring your goals for you, you got issues in an Oiler team. With stars like McDavid, Draisaitl, Hopkins, just can't happen. And you guys can call me what you want. I'm an Oiler fan, but I'm a realist too. Nobody is above criticism in Edmonton. I don't care if you're 97, 29, 93, 99, 9, 11, 4. Like, I don't care what your number is. You're not above criticism. If you play bad and play poorly, you should get called out on it. Our lower tier guys can only do so much. It's time for the stars to show up. It's time for the fucking stars like McDavid and Draisaitl to take over a game. What are you waiting for? Frederick loses the puck at the blue line. Nice save. Nice save by Picard. He had to have that. If he doesn't if that goes in, start at the band, game fucking over. I mean, the fat lady's starting to warm up her vocals right now. She's getting in the back, getting warmed up. The pipes are going. You're not wrong, user. You're not wrong. It has been the defense. But give Wallman a day, give Wallman a game or two like we have. Like Wallman, it's sad to say Wallman was out most of the year. He's come back. He's been the best defenseman. That is a scary thing to say. I think it's time to go back to Kulak, Nurse, Wallman, Emberson. It's time to get that lineup going. I disagree with that, Gators. I disagree with that. They're good. They're good defensemen. It's just they have their moments of holy shit. The puck is a grenade. Hot potato. If you guys have played hot potato, pass the potato before. Like that's how the Oilers look right now. It's like hot potato, pass the potato. There's a timer going. Don't be the one holding on to it. Although when we were kids, it was pass the hot coal. But that is a whole different game with a whole different set of consequences. You're not wrong. What do I think of the reffing? It's been fair. There's been a few inconsistencies, like one call in the Oilers' favor shouldn't have been a call, and one call that the Oilers got away with should have been a call. But that's reffing. That's the human nature of it, right? That is the human nature of reffing. Like, I think Hopkins should have got a penalty on the power play for a cross-check, but I'm not a ref in this game. Right? Like, I think reffing in this league as a whole is a joke. I think they get paid too much money to do nothing out there some nights. McKinnon is not greater than McDavid. Eichel is not greater than McDavid. Oh, God. Like I said, I question if you're even a Oilers fan or not some nights.
Once again, setting the pace this season. Here's Demidov.
It's 8 games, man. It's 8 games. 7-3? I don't think it's going to get to 7. I think it'll get to 5 before it gets to 7.
Canadiens now playing with a 2-goal lead. They were down 2 late in the second period before rallying.
No, I'm not allowed to show the game live.
With 3 minutes to go in the second, it was 3.
I'm allowed to sit here and talk because those counts that show the game live get banned for a month. Notice how they show one live game and they're banned for a month? They go to their backup accounts. It's 5-3 right now, yep. I think the Oilers make it 5-4. And then Montreal makes it 6-4 on an empty net. I think the Oilers have one more goal in them. Yeah, exactly. I think that's exactly how it's going to happen. But that's full marks to Montreal. Like, I'm not taking anything away from Montreal. They played last night against a bad Calgary team, took advantage of overtime, and are taking it. Nope. I don't. Oh, jeez. Draisaitl misses the net. I don't think there's a goalie coming that can save the Oilers. Like I said, you could have Martin Brodeur, Dominic Hasek, Patrick Waugh, Alex Plante, Terry Sawchuk. You can have all those goalies combined into one super goalie, and he's not going to save what the Oilers are doing. Hey, one team has to win, one team has to lose. Why they changed the whole coaching staff, though? Because they were hired elsewhere. You're not wrong, Liam. Not wrong at that. Not wrong at that. And it happens. Oilers will win. I'm hoping for that. They're not rushing. They're not rushing Hyman back, Jodes. They're not rushing him back. If they were rushing him back, he would have been playing by now. Hyman is practicing in full gear. I can tell you this with 100% certainty. Hyman would be ready if there was a need. He would be ready and he'd be playing today. but they're waiting. They're being smart with him.
Roslovic turns, centers. That's picked off. Good defensive play by Kirby now. Moreno put off at the Edmonton line. Jake Walden will take it and reset behind his own net. Still 11 and a half to go. And there have been a ton of chances.
It's not going to happen, Epic. I'm telling you guys, Ingram is not the answer.
They happen fast, too.
The whole coaching staff got changed because they got hired elsewhere.
It has. Sprints up and down.
I'm going to tell you something that I probably shouldn't say, and I'm sorry, Chad. Chad, I'm sorry. I got to say it. I'm going to pause the live. I'm going to mute the stream so you guys can hear what I'm saying. Paul Coffey was supposed to be the head coach of the Edmonton Oilers this year, as a favor to Wayne Gretzky and Daryl Cates. Coffey looked at the schedule last year and how he was away from his family and the travel and how old he is. And he flat out told the organization, he told Gretzky, I can't do it. That is why Knobloch got the extension he did. That's why he's still an advisor. He's still an associated coach. He's just up in the rafters looking at monitors through binoculars and not on the bench and doesn't go on the road. But he's still an associate coach. He still is a skills coach, as they call him. But Paul Coffey was supposed to be the head coach this year. He turned it down. Not because he didn't want to. It's because his body can't handle... You're not wrong. So yes, Knobloch got an extension, and that's why it was so late getting an extension to him, because they were thinking Coffey was going to take over as head coach. Coffey didn't. Knobloch stays. And it's not a bad thing Knobloch stays. He's a good coach. He wins games.
Evans. And now Brendan Gallagher. Canadiens lost on opening night to Toronto.
There is a way, she daddy. There is a way, and that's exactly what they're going with. Who's a better option out there that's cheap? You tell me two goalies right now that have the same contract numbers as Skinner and Picard that are better than Skinner and Picard. Name me one guy that has Skinner's contract right now that's better than Skinner. Another power play for the Oilers. They're trying to help the Oilers out. Noah, only if Ingram has amazing numbers in the AHL. Only if Ingram, and I'm telling you guys as fact, Ingram has to play 23 games in the AHL. He plays 23 games in the AHL and has above 900 save percentage and a win percentage above 700. Scores 5-3 Montreal. That's the only way he comes up. They lose the cup again. They got there. What other teams can say they got to the cup back-to-back years? You guys are missing the plot. You guys seem to think that it's so easy to make the cup every year. It's so easy to make the playoffs every year. If there was 16 teams in the league and all 16 teams in the league made the cup, made the final, like the playoffs, easy. There's 32 teams in the league. 8 from each side make the playoffs. It's not so easy. If it was so easy, every team would do it every year. I wouldn't say that. I don't think the refs have money. I just think they're bad at their job. Fair enough. You can think that. So what if he does? Why would you feel bad for the Oilers? At least you made it to overtime. Oilers just got off a 5-game road trip out east. They're just as tired as Montreal is. I don't think he's going to get a look in November. I think December is when you see Connor Ingram, if you see Connor Ingram. Again, an injury has to happen, or they just get fed up with Picard and they trade him. You're not wrong, Noah. I think they're performing now, but like I keep telling people, come back at me at game 20 and see where Montreal sits. You're not wrong, though, dope. What moves do I hope the Oilers make? 0. Well, obviously you have to make two moves. You have to trade a defenseman when Hyman comes back to get that off the books, and you have to trade two forwards. So Kapanen's gone, Janmark is gone, and either Emberson or Stetcher are gone. Bodies have to come out for bodies to come in.
Trailing by 2. Draisaitl. Looking inside, dishing off to Bouchard. Quickly swung back to him by Nugent Hopkins over to McDavid. Pressure from Anderson. Bouchard.
With what money, though? Like, you guys are missing the sauce right now. As of right now, the Oilers goaltending is making less than $5 million combined. You're going to get a goalie in July, because both these goalies are not here after July. Draisaitl scores on the power play, but who the hell cares? 5-4, like I said. I want to get excited. I should get excited. But I can't get excited. It's 5-4. How do I sound like a Leaf fan? Explain to me how I'm sounding like a Leaf fan. I'm being realistic with you. There's no money to get a goalie. Who are you gonna trade? Like let's digress this. Let's digress this. Who are you trading to get a top-notch goalie that's making $6 million, $7 million, $8 million? You're not trading anybody off the roster to get a goalie. Even if you traded both your goalies away to get that number, you've got to get rid of a Hopkins, a Hyman, an Ekholm, a Bouchard, a Nurse. Somebody on your team has to go. And that's not happening with this year. Because this year, the Oilers are a better team than they were last year. When Hyman comes back, you guys are going to see a way better team. Don't let facts hurt your feelings. There are goalies who want to cut, but they're not willing to take less. And you can't just... Okay, also, you can't just go and have a team retain salary. Because come playoff time, let's say for shits and giggles, the Oilers go out and get a $7 million goalie. And that team retains half. So now he's 4.5. Come playoff time, that $7 million goalie becomes $7 million against your cap space. So who are you sitting out to compensate for that $7 million? That's all I'm saying. As Oiler fans, be patient. As Oiler fans, be patient. July, they're going to get a goalie that's about $10 million as a number one starter if that starter chooses to come to Edmonton. Remember, I'm just saying. Jesus Christ, no name. Ryan Nugent Hopkins, we have a tie game all of a sudden. What the fuck do I know, though? I'm just an idiot. Josh Anderson on the power play because he was beaking at the ref. I didn't even know he was in the box, to be honest with you. And that's exactly it, guys. It is Habs versus refs, and as an Oiler fan, that's tough to see. But as an Oiler fan, it's about damn time it's the other way. You can call me a Leaf fan. I'm a realist. I know the situation. The goaltending isn't great. Don't get me wrong, but for the right price point, it is what it is.
Back and forth. Oilers led 3-1.
It's 5-5, and you want to be complete. Like, I will always tell you what it is. Like, I don't care about your feelings, because I don't know you, you don't know me, right? You see me on screen, you can come at me. You're hiding behind fake names sometimes, right? But my name's Matt for OilersFanReaction. I'm not very hard to find. I'm on every social. I'm a very public guy. I don't hide. I don't live in a gated community. You're not wrong there, Pink. You're absolutely not wrong. Oilers are a bad 5-on-5 team right now. I will not take that away from you. But all I will give you is 100% me 100% of the time. Do the Oilers need an upgraded goalie? Yes. absolutely bad. Do they have the money to make it happen right now during the season? No. So they have to hope that Connor Ingram, or here's another name that we don't throw out enough, Nathaniel Day. Let's say Nathaniel Day has an awesome season in the ECHL, and halfway through the season he's got a .925 save percentage, and he's only lost twice. So he becomes the AHL backup. And then let's say Connor Ingram is having a hell of a year in the AHL. He has that .905 save percentage. He does win 95-80% of the game. He does come up to the NHL. So now you got Picard, now you got Skinner, you got Ingram. In the AHL, you got Nathaniel Day and Matt Tomlinson. Right? So now you've got the goaltending that you've been desperately needing.
This game back and forth. Wow. Well, again,
Sure, I guess Connor England owns the Oilers, but the Oilers own Vancouver. The Oilers own Demko. Connor McDavid, Draisaitl own Demko, so I guess that makes you, if you want to feel that way about Connor Garland lying on a guy, I guess that's cool. If you're into that sort of thing. McDavid doesn't need out. If McDavid wanted out, he would have got out. Yeah, you're not wrong, Dope. That was hilarious. That was hilarious that the NBA got exposed. Former and current NBA players. That's fine. Oilers are bums, but Oilers are so buns, they're tied 5-5 in a game they had no business being in. Yeah, imagine losing to the Flames in a shootout. Right. Oh, I totally agree. They paid way too much for Nurse. But there was a reason for it. And again, I was in a room. For this one I can actually talk about because I was in the room when it happened. Next commercial break, I'll tell you guys the story of Darnell Nurse. Doesn't matter if they still lost. What has Calgary done in the last decade? Aside from losing to Edmonton in the playoffs. That was fun to watch, right? But hey, you don't want to talk about the past, right, Calgary? One cup. All those years and only one cup. That's embarrassing. And you only won it because Steve Smith's an idiot. There's two Flames players all time that I will never talk crap about. Joe McGinley and Thurl Fleury. Thurl Fleury and Joe McGinley are two Flames players I will never talk crap about. You'll never hear a bad thing come out of my mouth for Joe McGinley and Thurl Fleury. I didn't like Thurl Fleury when he played for the Flames against the Oilers. He was a pest. I respected him. But man, he was a pest. Right? Edmonton broke Calgary. Massively broke Calgary. Tkachuk wanted out so bad he took a discount to leave. So did Monahan and Giordano. Goudreau. They all left because they wanted out. So yes, once the next commercial break talks, I'll tell you the story about Darnell Nurse and his contract. I was in the room when the contract was made. I was actually, honest to God, I was in the room. It's kind of crazy. I was in a room. Oh, you gotta shoot that puck, Noah. You gotta shoot that puck, Noah Philp.
What a job by Draisaitl, though, to get that through. Using the feet. Maybe an opportunity for Phil to take that to the net. Hard to say from
that Darnell Nurse contract would have aged beautifully had it not been for circumstances. And he's not the only contract that didn't age well. Oh, come on. Make that pass better. Steven Stamkos' contract didn't turn out too well either. There was another guy that signed the same hard contract that year. Quinn is leaving the Canucks after this contract, Bear. He's not re-signing a contract in Edmonton. You're going to see him sign in New Jersey. I full-heartedly believe that Quinn Hughes is going to go to New Jersey play with his brothers. And there really isn't anything that Vancouver can do about it. It's no secret. The only thing they can do about it is trade him and get assets for him. That was a good save by Picard there. Minute and a half left to go in the third period. 5-5 hockey game. Shots are 27-26 for the Oilers on the back-to-back of 5 power plays. I'm not saying it's nice. I'm just saying that's the way it is. So, Nurse's contract was signed the year before COVID, or shortly before COVID. And the salary cap was supposed to go up $7 million the following year of his contract signing, when his contract kicked in. It was supposed to go up $7 million. Turns out Gary Bettman said, no, we're having a flat cap. Cap is not going up for the next 5 years. What do you mean? Imagine what you would be, an Oilers fan would be. A civil, level-headed, respectful human being that understands there's more hockey than just Oiler hockey. There's more good teams out there than just the Edmonton Oilers. No matter how good the Oilers are, there's always a better team out there. Don't get lost in the sauce, kid. Oh, absolutely. Like, that contract Darnell Nurse signed was a great contract for team and player. That was coming off. He scores! Podkolzin! Backhand beauty! 6-5, Edmonton. Ouchies. His first goal of the year, Podkolzin. He really is a winner. You guys have good goaltending. You guys have, I will not knock Montreal. They have goaltending. They did it right. Okay, Edmonton's a joke. Sure. I hope your team has a good year. But honestly, Montreal did it right. They drafted players. They put them in the mindsies. Let them grow. Let them become good minor league players in the AHL. Let them develop their game. Called them up when they knew they were ready to play. It's your defense. It comes down to defense for Montreal. Aside from Hudson and maybe Matheson, who does Montreal have on defense that you can actually rely on? Much like the Oilers, aside from McDavid, Hopkins, Draisaitl, Wallman and Ekholm on defense, who can you rely on that is going to be good? Kulak time to time, right? Yeah, you're not wrong. It is a sloppy game. I'm not saying it's a masterpiece. This isn't no freaking Bob Ross over here. Regula will be good? I hope so. And that's one thing that I mapped out. The reason why the Oilers are going to trade either Emberson or Stetcher is Regula's coming back. There's going to be a bunch of lineup changes in November. I hope you guys are ready for it. A lot of moves you guys are not going to agree with. A lot of the moves you guys are not going to agree with. Don't say that. 1 minute left to go in the third period. Oilers 6, Montreal 5. One of my YouTube subscribers just said, this has OT written all over it. Bet 10,000. Oh, my bad. 100,000 on it. I had to count the zeros right quick. Sorry, bud. Like, that is one thing that you Oiler fans and you fans in general don't understand. Hyman comes back, either Kapanen is gone or Janmark is gone. Howard is going to get sent down. Regula comes back, Emberson is gone, or Stetcher is gone. Or both.
Another face-off win for Draisaitl.
You're not sending Savoy down because he doesn't clear waivers. You're not sending Phillip down, he doesn't clear waivers.
Now finally the Canadiens with possession. But pressure
So you're going to see Kapanen and Janmark
6 seconds.
expendable.
Suzuki stolen away by Nugent Hopkins back into the
Yeah, you're not wrong, Noah. He's definitely been the missing piece this year, especially on the power play.
shoveled in by Slavkovsky.
Empty net for the Montreal Canadiens. I really wish you guys would go subscribe to the YouTube side. You guys get to see so much more.
20 seconds to play. 6-5 Oilers. Looking, dealing down low. Slavkovsky
12 seconds.
shot from the corner. That's
9,
redirected.
6,
By Caulfield.
hold in the corner. 3,
Against that close.
2, 1. Oilers win. Oilers win. Play La Bamba, baby. I don't like the way they won it. That's not a good game. That's not a game to be proud of. But a win is a win. Like they tell you, they don't ask you how. They'd ask how many.
One team crushed. I mean, that's what this game was all about. The momentum swings.
Oilers win, play La Bamba, baby. Comeback kids do it again, 6-5 for the Edmonton Oilers. You guys have yourselves a great night. Matt will be back on Saturday as the Oilers take on the Seattle Kraken in Seattle. Game time, 8 o'clock. Never fear, though, Sunday they are back against Vancouver to take on the Vancouver Canucks. And then they're off till Tuesday. They're home for 1, gone for 2, home for 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they're gone. So yeah. Connor McShitter did what Connor McShitter did. 3 assists. You can call him whatever you want. He's still going to be the greatest hockey player of our generation. Of your generation, I should say. Because the greatest hockey player of my generation is the greatest hockey player of all time. Wayne freaking Gretzky. I'm not disagreeing with you, Jackson. I am not disagreeing with you guys coming at me saying the refs gave it to us. 100% the refs did. I am not saying otherwise. I'm not saying here and saying the Oilers fucking took the boots to Montreal. That is not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm claiming. That is not what I'm saying. That is not what I will ever say. But it is about time the shoe was on this foot. How many times did we watch the Oilers get screwed by bad reffing? Caulfield is special. Not taking anything away from Cole Caulfield. But tonight wasn't his team's night. Yeah, Montembeault, Montembeault is Montembeault. He has spurts. There's a lot of Stuart Skinner in him. Like, I gave up wanting to know who the refs were. There was a point in time where before every game I'd tell my fans who the refs were at the game time. I just gave up on that because it doesn't matter who the refs are. Play the game. I appreciate that, Diamond. I call it like it is. If the Oilers play like shit, or if there's a player on the Oilers playing like shit, I call it out. I do defend Stuart Skinner to my dying breath just because I know what he's been through. Like I said, I've been in rooms. Without getting too personal, without spilling tea that I shouldn't be spilling, the shit that Oilers fans did to Stuart Skinner last year is unacceptable. And that's the main reason why he's out. You're not wrong. We did win because of the refs. You're not wrong. I'm not disputing that. But at the end of the day, we had 5 power plays and scored on 3 of them. But how many games have we watched where the Oilers have had 0 power plays and the other team has had 8? Oh, with Price you would win, absolutely. And I hate what happened to Carey Price. Anderson had to say something, right? I don't know. I'm going to rewatch the game after I'm done here. I'll go every game I rewatch to focus on the game, not just my abilities, right? You're not wrong, Janias. You're not wrong about that. I wasn't expecting the ref help. But yeah, all honesty, it came down to reffing. Absolutely, the refs were on our side, and it's about damn time it happened. I'm not defending the refs. I'm not defending the Oilers' play. But a team had to win and a team had to lose. It was shaping out to be a masterpiece game for Montreal. A hell of a road game. It was shaping out that Montreal was going to get out of here with 2 points, skate freely. The Oilers had no fight. The Oilers had no grit, had no determination, had nothing. But you get a call, you build your own luck. I've always been a fan of you create the luck you have. That's why as a fighter, you never leave it in the ref's hands, right? I don't know everybody that's ever been a fighter. Every fighter I've ever met has said, yeah, a call. You're absolutely right. I don't know what the call is. I'm still trying to find out what that call was on Anderson. I'm still trying to figure out what he got a penalty for. And I'm being a realist, guys. I am still trying to figure out what he got a penalty for. It just says 2 minutes on sportsmanlike conduct and a 10-minute game misconduct at 18:51. So I'm going to see a fine coming in Anderson's future. But like I said, I guess, right? I'm sitting here still trying to figure out what... You're not wrong. Undeserved, absolutely, but lucky. But sometimes you got to win those games, right? Sometimes you win the games that you shouldn't win. But let's be honest. There's nights where Montreal has been put out to dry, shouldn't be in a game. They're down 1 going in the third period, and they find ways to win, right? Teams find ways to win. When it's not your night, you have to find a way to win. I'm not saying this is full marks for the Oilers. I'm not going to sit here and blow the horn and say, wow, what a masterpiece of the Edmonton Oilers. I'm not doing that. I will never do that. Well, you still got to score the goal, man. Like, the Oilers had 3 power plays before that, and they didn't score on them. So you can say what you want to say. But the Oilers had power plays in the first period, second period that they didn't score on. Oilers took advantage of Montreal being tired on back-to-back. That's what I accounted to. The Oilers took advantage of Montreal being tired on back-to-back. And a lot of ref help. The Oilers aren't washed. Like, if you think the Oilers... So you're mad that the Oilers 1 game out of 82 got helped by the ref. So I want you to come back here when the Oilers get 0 power plays and the other team has 7. That's what I want you to do. I want you to come back here when the Oilers have 0 power plays in a 60-minute game and the team they play against has 6, 7 power plays. And tell me that they're washed. You can't. Refs are human. I'm not saying the Oilers played a freaking amazing game. They got lucky to come out of here with 2 points. I have no idea what 6-7 means. I'm old, man. Oh, absolutely, Ant. Absolutely, Ant. Absolutely. The refs changed that completely. The refs and the Oilers moving their feet. You can call rigged all you want. Absolutely they had. I'm not telling you different. Like, you're not... I guess I just got to say what I got to say. Like, I'm not telling you otherwise. I'm not telling you the refs had a bad game. I'm not telling you that the refs didn't dictate how this game went. I want to know what Anderson said as well. Like, I hope they interview Anderson and he says what he said. You're getting fined anyway. Absolutely you got robbed. Nobody is telling you otherwise. Nobody is telling you didn't get robbed. You got Angel Hernandez. Since there's a baseball game coming up tomorrow, it's the World Series Game 1, Toronto versus the Dodgers. You guys got Angel Hernandez. There's a fastball down the middle of the plate, and he's going to call it a ball. Like, you guys got Angel Hernandez tonight, and I'm not saying otherwise. You're right. It was stolen. It was rigged. It was famboozled. You're not wrong. It doesn't change the fact the Oilers win 6-5 in regulation. There's been nights where I've sat at this computer desk and banged my head. Oh, okay, so I have clarification. Thank you. Thank you, King. What Anderson did was he shot the puck across the ice after the goal. So when the goal went in, Anderson shot the puck across the ice. That is why he got the misconduct. Like, I'm going to be honest. I will be 100% honest 100% of the time. I won't lie to you guys. I won't sugarcoat anything to you guys. To save face, I won't say, oh, well, here's the excuse as to why. I won't do that. I will never be disingenuous to anybody. They might have, Mathis. I don't know. You might be right. They might have slipped an extra hundo to the ref before the game. You might be right. I disagree with that, but okay. Sure, thanks to the refs, but it's about time the refs do something for the Oilers. How many times have we sat here being fans of hockey being like, holy shit, are these refs going to call anything? You're not wrong. The 6 power plays to 1 is ridiculous. You're absolutely right. I don't need to admit it. I'm telling you already. Like, you don't need me to admit it. I'm telling you that. But you don't... I don't know that for sure. I don't know that the Montreal Canadiens would have won this game without the refs. I know the refs played a good part in the Oilers come back. Absolutely. Absolutely. Without the refs handing it, there was a comeback. But you never know what that third period would have been. Montreal was up 2 goals in the third period. Do they sit back and the Oilers decide, holy shit, now's the time to wake up? Like they always do? Or do they just fold up like a cheap suit and be like, well, we're down 2. Might as well go home. Might as well go to Seattle. Not get hurt. Yeah, you're not wrong, Peter. Wow. Well, that's a dumb ref for saying that. Never admit your mistake. As a referee myself and a minor league coach, never admit your mistake. Never admit you did wrong. No, dude, I don't have 2 pennies to rub together. I'm not paying a ref nothing. Like, let's be honest. I am not giving an extra hundo aside to a referee. No how. I have been an advocate for bad NHL reffing for a while. And the reason why the refs are bad in the NHL is because they don't know the rules. I am an advocate that we need a reffing school, a reffing college, a reffing something for the NHL refs. As a minor hockey ref myself, I have to go to a school and I have to be held accountable. I have to go through grades. I have to work the ranks from little guys to AAA to maybe one day WHL and hope to God one day I get good enough I can ref an Olympics or a World Junior. NHL referees are old AHL players that couldn't hack it in the NHL. Oh, you can skate fast? You've played in a league? You're an NHL ref. Here's a whistle. Here's a whistle. Here's a handbook. It's not a guide. It's not a rule book. It's a guideline. That's exactly what the rule book is. It's not a rule book. It's a guideline. One referee calls a penalty. The same thing the next night isn't a penalty. It's inconsistent. It's terrible. It's shoddy. The NHL refs are the best. NHL is the best hockey league in the world with the worst refs in the world. I will say this until my dying breath to everybody that wants to listen. There needs to be a system for NHL refs that they go up in ranks. You don't just get to go from, oh, I'm an AHL prospect who hurt my arm and I can't play hockey anymore, to reffing the next year. There's just, that's the way I feel. There needs to be levels to this shit. But there isn't. So you're going to see a lot of inconsistencies. Call it what you want to call it. But it's the truth, and it's an everyday thing. I wish that the rule book would be a rule book, not just a guideline. Because if it was a rule book, if it's a penalty, it's a penalty. If you're going to call it game 1, period 1 against the Utah Mammoth, you better call that game 82, period 3 against the Vegas Golden Knights. Or game 7 overtime against the Florida Panthers. If it's a penalty in game 1, it's got to be a penalty in game 82. And if it's not a penalty in game 1, then it's not a penalty in game 82. That is all us fans, I think all of us around the board, across the board, want. I don't know, Nico. There's just a lot of venting going on, and I admit it. I gotta admit what? I don't gotta admit nothing. Let's play La Bamba bit, right? Like, no, absolutely. There shouldn't be game management. Absolutely, Mazda. I've said this since day one of my life of existence of following referees. Absolutely they did. I'm not saying otherwise. There should be accountability and there should be consistency. There shouldn't be, oh, I missed a high stick in the first period, so I'm going to call it late in the third. Or I'm going to make up a phantom call. You missed it, you move on. There should be no makeup. There should be no game management. There should be none of that. You're a referee, paid for, be a professional. Be a professional. But the excuse is, all the time, the game is too fast. Well, if it's too fast for you to be a ref in the NHL, maybe you shouldn't be a ref in the NHL. No, I agree, man. The rule book is black and white. The rule book is black and white. I have read the rule book cover to cover to cover to cover to cover. All 2017 pages of the NHL rule book. They are handed it. The refs are handed the rule book in the summer. Read the rule book. This is what's changing. Do I think the Oilers outplayed? Absolutely, for spurts of that game. But I also think the Oilers outplayed Montreal for the majority of the first period and a half. I think that game was a tale of two tapes. The really good Edmonton Oilers and the really bad Edmonton Oilers playing against a really good Montreal Canadiens team. Like, both teams had chances to take over the game, and both teams took over the game. Like, I'm not saying it was a masterpiece. There's no me saying that at all. I'm saying the Oilers got lucky to come out of here with 2 points. How am I delusional, Sniper? What am I delusional about? The Oilers didn't outplay Montreal for a period and a half? The Oilers didn't dominate the entire second period until 5 minutes of fall asleep, oops, I knew how to play hockey? The Oilers didn't dominate that third period? First period, Montreal was all over Edmonton, let's be honest. Since you think I'm delusional. Montreal had this game in the bag. They were up 5-3. All they had to do was sit back, relax, and enjoy their supper. They have to split up Leon and Connor. And they will when Hyman comes back. You will not see Leon and Connor McDavid together. Absolutely, Sniper. Absolutely. Spoon-fed power. I'm not saying otherwise. Like, you seem to think that I'm... Thank you for the rosebud. I greatly appreciate that. Like, I'm not saying otherwise. You guys are sitting here thinking I'm not blind to what happened. They were given power plays. Maybe if you're Anderson and you have a history of being an asshole... Oh, absolutely. I can't say all time because when Vegas had 10 power plays, the Oilers had none. Even though Vegas was hooking, slashing, high sticking all over the place. That was the worst refs of all time. But it's up there. Like, Josh Anderson has a reputation of being an asshole, right? He has a reputation of blowing his top and getting fines, if not suspended. So if you have that reputation, why wouldn't you just calm your ass down? You're up by 2. I disagree they're a one-line team, but you can say that. To each their own. One-line teams don't make finals back-to-back years. One-line teams don't make it to the third round every year. But you have your say. You're good with it. Oh, I guess so. You can say that, Tony. Absolutely, you can say it. You're allowed to say it. You're allowed your opinion. I'm not saying it was a good ref game. It wasn't. So you're saying that all 4 wins the Oilers have had this year was because of reffing? That's just a horrible take. That's a bad take. Oh, actually, go look it up, dummy. Go look up Josh Anderson's suspension. You might be surprised. But he's been fined a lot, right? But I'm a dummy. Nice language there, kid. You are definitely a San Jose fan because you know absolutely nothing about hockey. Anywho's. You're right. There was no need for them to have... It's funny how it was one game. One game the Oilers get helped by the referee and you guys are coming at me for that. One game. He lost all your respect. Why? I think he does. No, absolutely. Habs are a very scary team. Don't get it twisted. Oh, absolutely, I would be mad. I'd be mad at the refs right now. Like, I'd lose my shit right now if I was a Habs fan for every reason. You guys got hamboozled. I'm not saying otherwise, guys. I'm not getting lost in the sauce that the refs didn't do a shit job tonight. But it's about damn time the refs did a favor for the Oilers. Oilers won 6-5. Like, I'm not sitting here telling you what you don't know. Sure. Go look at their power play percentage this year, Tom. Tell me how they're so good on the power play. Their power play is actually pretty mid to sucky. But I guess it's Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl that's out there blocking 10 shots a game. It's Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl making 20-plus saves a game. One-line team, though, right? That argument I will never stand for. That argument is right up to the whole my team is better than your team because my hometown is better than your hometown. No, but that's what I mean. He's been suspended once. That carries. It follows you. It does. All right, talk about the game. Ooh, Keith. Never know. Anything is plausible. How much did the refs cost tonight, Chaz? I don't know. I don't pay them. I think goaltending is a huge part of winning games. I think the team as a whole. I think you win or lose as a team. There is no one individual that can win you a game, and there's no one individual that can cost you a game. I've said that. There's 25 guys on the ice, 23 guys on the ice. Absolutely. I think refs, if not the media, I think the refs should hold 5-question. I think the refs should go in a room and have one person ask 5 questions. And they have 5 minutes to ask 5 questions, and the refs have to answer them honestly. Okay, sure. But that's every city in the world. Have you never been to LA? Have you never been to New York, Miami, Orlando, Houston? Baton Rouge, Louisiana is pretty much a dump, but you don't talk about those, eh? We can thank the ref all we want. I don't pay the refs. Compared to what? Edmonton's a dump compared to what cities? Okay, Winnipeg. Edmonton's not a dump compared to Winnipeg. You ever been to Ottawa? Have you ever been to Toronto? Montreal? Moncton? Vancouver? Those are dumps. Don't let the bright lights fool you guys. What are you talking about, Tom? Everybody counts those. Canadiens fans were in here earlier today telling me how great their team was and how many cups they won. You're an idiot, Tom. It's okay. It's okay to be you. Accept your invite to what, sir? What am I accepting invites to? I don't see invites. I wouldn't say that, bud. Yeah, I wouldn't say Montreal is the best city to live in Canada. You could be disgusted by it, but it happened one time. No, I don't think Edmonton deserved to win. Absolutely not. Edmonton definitely did not deserve to win that game. But it doesn't matter what you deserve and what you don't deserve. It's what you got. I don't deserve a lot of things in my life I've had, but I've had them because I worked my ass off for them. I don't think anybody deserves anything. I don't think anybody should be handed anything. You work for what you get. Oh, absolutely. I'm not saying the refs are bad. What do I think of the Anderson call? I think it was bullshit. I don't think it should have been a 2-minute game misconduct. I don't know what he said at the end of the game to get him a 10-minute. They moved their feet. They scored the goals. Like, it's one game. As a Habs fan, I'd be happy with this road trip that they were just on. If I was a Habs fan right now, yeah, I'd be sour about this game, absolutely. But don't get lost in the sauce. The Habs are 6-3. The Habs are 6-3. Don't be happy with the loss, but know that it's one game. You're going to let one game upset you out of the first 8, 9, 10 that you've played? It's still a great start to season. If you were a Montreal Habs fan, and be honest, I'm going to ask the Habs fans in this room. If you were a Montreal Habs fan, and I told you, October 23rd, the Montreal Canadiens would be 6-3, what would you tell me? You tell me I'm an idiot, you tell me I'm delusional, and you tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, guess what? We're October 23rd, and the Habs are 6-3. Well, then you'd be the only one. Like I said, I'm an Oilers fan, but I'm a hockey fan first, guys. Like I am a fan of all hockey. Invite you? Who are you? No, right? And it's just, honestly, if the Habs continue to play they've been playing, there is no reason why they can't continue it. There's no reason why this can't just be a fluky start for the Habs. I think the Oilers make the Cup if a lot of things fall in place. Absolutely. As an Oilers fan, why wouldn't I say they make it to the Cup again? A lot of things got to go right come playoff time. You want to defend the Habs. What are you defending the Habs for? I'm not talking shit on the Habs. I can't. The Habs are a great team right now. Right now, the Habs are the best team in the NHL. I will not say otherwise. Thoughts on Monty? Tale of two games for Monty. Great second period. Mediocre first. Fell apart in the third. I don't know the Montreal goaltending situation enough to say that their backup goalie is better than Monty. I will say that Monty's inconsistent, much like Stuart Skinner. He has his games of, oh my God, you're the next one. And then he has his games of, how do you let that shit in? Thoughts on the refs? They were terrible. The refs are going to ref. Like, I hate that we're talking about refereeing. There's really nothing to talk about the refs. They were terrible. They let things go that I thought were penalties, and they called things that I thought were mediocre and could have been waved off. What do I think about Bouchard? I think Bouchard, once he realizes what type of defenseman he is, will be a good defenseman. Once he figures out that he can't just go blindly up and rush things, and he actually has to take a second and breathe with the puck and not treat it like a puck is a grenade, he'll be fine. No, you're not wrong. 5 penalties to 1 is a lot. And I'm not disputing that. I'm not sitting here and telling you the refs were great. As an Oilers fan, I'm not sitting here telling you the refs were great. I get it. You guys are mad. I get it. You guys are mad. And you guys have a right to be. But it feels good one time to be on this side of it. It feels good to be on this side of it for once, where the refs were not good in your favor. Who is my favorite player on Montreal? Oh, I got to go with Gallagher. Honestly, Cole Caulfield is great. He's a great skilled guy. But Gallagher's heart and soul. Without Gally, I don't think this team is as good as they are. Now, come ask me 2 years from now when Lane Hudson fills his boots and becomes a great, not just a good player, but a great defenseman. Man, Montreal's got something. They've got forwards that can score. They got defense that can play defense out. I just don't know what you have outside of Matheson and Hudson. Deminoff, he's going to get there. I can't say anything too bad about Deminoff. He wasn't invisible. To me, Deminoff reminds me a lot about Yakupov. When he's got the puck, man, he's dynamic. He moves. He's swift. He passes the puck. He makes plays. But what is he when the puck isn't on his stick? Right? Like, yeah, I don't know much about Kapanen. Oliver, I don't know much about him. I'm not going to sugarcoat and lie to you guys. I don't know as much as I should about Montreal, except for the fact that I do know that they have a core 6 that will be good for a long time. If you can get the consistent goaltending and get a better defense outside of Matheson and Hudson, you've got a lot. Evans surprised me tonight, absolutely. The goal is 6-5 Edmonton Oilers final. Oilers on the back-to-back power plays. They were gifted, as Habs fans keep reminding me. No, absolutely. Like I can't say a bad thing about the Montreal Canadiens. They have a good team. And it is about time that they have a good team. It is about time you guys have something to be really happy about. McDavid just had 3 assists. Not a big deal, though. It should have been. I'm not saying that the Habs didn't earn that victory, but that's why you play the games, right? That's why games are 60 minutes, not 25, 35, 45. What do I think of the rest of this game? Terrible. But what do I think of the refs every game? Terrible, because I don't trust referees in the NHL. I don't trust the consistency of an NHL ref. Well, I sure hope Canadian team won at the end of the day, right? But like I've said this since forever, I don't trust NHL referees to be consistent and know what the rule book is. I don't think it would have been a 5. I think he should have got 2 for slashing Newhook. No, absolutely. I don't think it should have been a 5 for Bouchard slashing, but a 2, absolutely. Yeah. I guess, I don't know if it was just him shooting the puck across the ice. Like, I don't know if he was shooting it in the vicinity of a referee, and that ref was soft as baby shit and was like, oh, you shot a puck at me, wah, 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 wah. Or what happened? Like, did he say something afterwards or at the same time? I don't think he should have got a 2-minute misconduct. I think Wallman's contract should have been higher, if I'm being 100% honest with you. I think Jake Wallman is going to be a beautiful player for the Oilers for years to come. No, absolutely, he didn't get a hit. But at the same time, there was a cross-check in the beginning of the game on Hopkins that didn't get called either, right? Like, it went both ways. It just happened to go worse for the Habs in this game. Absolutely, Matthew. Refs are MVP. That's why you always bet on the refs. They never lose. I will always say that, and I've always said that. That's why when you bet on the refs. They never lose. I was shocked that they didn't play Montreal yesterday and have their backup goalie play today. Oilers can't score against backup goalies. That's a proven fact. That's always been the funny joke around my parts here with my house and my family and my dad and everybody else. You put a backup goalie in against the Oilers, expect a shutout. Oh, wow. That's soft, though. Like, that can't be a call then. If that's all that was, that can't be a call. Oh, I can't thank the refs enough, but I'm not going to pay them for their support. I'm not going to pay them for their bad reffing. We use that money to pay the refs. I mean, it's about time the ref payments started coming through. Like, fuck. How many games have we watched the Oilers play where they got the short end of the reffing stick? And we complain about it, but at the end of the day, it all evens out, ref. Yeah, no, you can see that. Well, of course the refs win the game. They win every game. I wish you guys started Stuart Skinner. You know what? I kind of wish Stuart Skinner started too. But I understand the move. What do I think of McDavid saying on the Oilers? I love it. What do I think after this contract is up is going to happen? You're going to see one of two things. What I think is going to happen with Connor McDavid after this contract is up is he signs a $23 million. Scratch that. Scratch that. You're going to hear it here first, and I want you to come back here in 4 years. Connor McDavid is going to sign a $30 million 7-year deal, $30 million per year, with the Edmonton Oilers to retire as an Oiler, or in his final year of his contract, go to Toronto. Or you're going to see Connor McDavid walk away before his contract ends. He's going to ask for a trade at the final year of his contract, and he's going to get traded at the deadline for a haul, for a masterpiece of a haul where the Oilers don't have to do a rebuild. You're not wrong, though. You never know. Like, that's the thing with Stuart Skinner, right? Like, Either Stuart Skinner's going to be masterful like he was against New York, or he's going to be garbage like he was against New Jersey. Stuart Skinner, much like the Edmonton Oilers, is Jekyll and Hyde. There is no middle ground with this team. There's no middle ground with the goalies. They're either really good or really bad. That's the sad truth of it all, right? Who's my favorite player on the Oilers right now? Leon Draisaitl. Always has been Leon Draisaitl. I'm not a Connor McDavid lover. I'm not a Connor McDavid hater either. I like the kid. I think what he's done for the Oilers is great. What he's done for his career with the Oilers is great. But I'm a Draisaitl fan before I'm a McDavid fan. Just because I've been following Draisaitl since he was 10 years old in Germany. Favorite from the Habs? Gallagher. Now, favorite Oiler all time? Glenn Anderson. Like, I get the love for McDavid, but I'll always be a Draisaitl guy first. And that's why if McDavid leaves, it doesn't hurt me, because Draisaitl's the next captain. And I think as Draisaitl's captain, you see the team shift to be a more heavy team. And it's not a bad thing what McDavid's doing. Not at all. I'm not saying he's a bad player or a bad person. I'm just saying that if he decides that this isn't for him. No, I don't think McDavid's glazed at all. I think he gets his flowers, and they're very deserved. I think what McDavid does is one of a kind. Who's on my jersey right now? Always will be Draisaitl. I have an old Oilers jersey that has Ryan Smith on the back of it. I don't think it'd be that big of a decline, to be honest with you, because I think, like, you gotta realize, if McDavid does decide to go, the Oilers can now use that money to go fill 3 holes with one player. They can go and get not necessarily a 15, 16, 17, 18 million dollar guy, but they can go get 2 or 3 $10 million guys, right? Like, that's my thought on that. Like, yes, absolutely. If McDavid decides the Oilers are not the team he wants to be on anymore, he'll be missed, absolutely. You can't replace a McDavid with one guy, but you can replace it with scoring by committee. You can become a Dallas Star team, a Florida Panther team, a Boston Bruin. My favorite all-time player of all time. Oh, that's tough. I can't do that because there's different eras. Like, in the era of the 50s and 60s, it's Maurice Rocket Richard. In the era of the 60s and 70s, it's Bobby Orr. In the era of the 80s and 90s, it's Wayne Gretzky or Glenn Anderson. In the era of the 90s to the 2000s, early 2000s, it was Joe Sakic. 2000 to now, it's Crosby. And then in 2015 to whenever, it's McDavid. Because different eras have different ways of playing. No, you're not wrong. They don't need it. You're not wrong. Like, I'm not saying they don't need a goalie. I'm just saying with what money and how. Like, you're not wrong. The Oilers need a goalie. They know they need a goalie, but you're not going to replace a $3.1 million goalie with the same salary that plays the same as Skinner. You know what I mean? Like, you're just not going to replace money in, money out with the same caliber of goalie. That is why we're, as much as Oilers fans hate me saying this, and I'm going to say this until the end of the year, we're stuck. No, we didn't miss out on Hart. Not having Hart is a good thing for many reasons, not just because of the court situation. You guys are going to see a bad Carter Hart, and I can't wait for Vegas to have that blow up in their faces. Oilers not that good? All right, well, not that good, back-to-back cup finals, but not that good. But yeah, no, like, next season, the Oilers have $23 million. They can go out and get a goalie. If, like, here's the kick in the can that I love, right? Like, here's the kick in the can that I absolutely love. if Stuart Skinner was making even $2 million more, you could go out and get a $5 million goalie that's better than him and replaces him. But because he's only making 3.1, hard to find a $3.1 million goalie that's got the same numbers as Stuart Skinner, the same age or a little older. You're not wrong. It doesn't matter back-to-back losses. When was the last time your team went back-to-back? Like, you can get mad at me for saying they were back-to-back, but it doesn't change the fact that it happened. How much did you all pay the refs? Not enough. They were supposed to get paid from the opening puck drop right to the end. Montreal wasn't supposed to score 5 goals. Habs are better? Sure. I'm not saying the Habs are shit. I'm like, you guys are getting it twisted. Like, I'm not saying the Habs are garbage. The Habs are a great team for what they are. They were. 10 games into the season, the Habs are where they should be. Let's talk Game 20. My favorite Oilers team, the 84 Oilers. Nope, I don't think a team deserves a win. I don't believe anybody deserves anything. Absolutely. The Habs are in a great spot. Like I said, I've said this before and I'll say this again. If the Habs continue playing this style of hockey throughout the entire season, there's no reason why they can't be, if not the first team in the Atlantic, top 3 in the Atlantic when it's all said and done. That's facts. Like, if Montreal doesn't change anything about the way they play, but they get a little more consistency in net, they're a top 3 team in the Atlantic. I think McDavid is more impactful all around. Let's talk about it this way. You want to talk about the Oilers being a one-line team, right? Everyone's like, oh, well, the Oilers without McDavid are a one-time team. What is Colorado without Makar and without McKinnon? You want to talk about Draisaitl and McDavid all you want. Take away McKinnon and Makar off the Colorado Avalanche. What do they have? A bad team. But that's okay. Nobody wants to admit that. What do I think? The reffing was terrible tonight. Right? Like, nobody wants to look at it that way. Everybody wants to look at the Oilers like they're a one-man team. Okay, well. See, but there you go, right? Like, but they're not, though. The Colorado Avalanche are definitely not a one-line team, and neither are the Oilers. Any fan who sits there and tells you that the Oilers and Colorado are a one-line team knows nothing about hockey. I think you guys are discrediting how good Ekholm and Wallman are. I honestly think you guys are not giving Ekholm and Wallman enough credit. What are you talking about? It was full. Now I know you didn't watch the game. Damn, man. Well, that would be an interesting thing. Who won the game? The Oilers did 6-5. Alex, now I know you're just a hater. Well, of course it was full of red jerseys. Did you not hear that half of Montreal at one point in time now lives in Edmonton or Alberta and they travel? Because we only see them once a year? Go to Vancouver. Go to Winnipeg. Go to Calgary. When the Leafs come to town, it's the same thing. It's a sea of blue. What did I expect from Montreal? I expected Montreal to be a wild card team. I expected Montreal to be a wild card team last year, and I expected them to be a bit better this year. But I've always had a soft spot for how good Montreal could be once they figured it out. It just took them a long time to figure it out. Like, it takes every team different times to figure out rebuilds or retools. If they're not third place in the Atlantic, they're wild card 1. Yeah, you're right, Diane. The original 6 is still very much older generation original 6. Do I think there should be an investigation on the reffing tonight? Well, if I thought that, then there should be an investigation on every Oilers loss in the playoffs 2 years ago, especially against Vegas and Colorado. But, right, like the refs are gonna ref. Like that's why you never depend on refs. I've said this before, and I'll say this again: don't put your stick where you wouldn't put your dick. I tell that to my players that when I was coaching, I would tell that to them all the time. Do not put your stick where you wouldn't put your dick. I can handle the interference. I can handle an interference call. I can handle a puck over glass. I can handle that. What I do not tolerate is the lazy penalties, the hooks, the high sticks, the trips. That just means you're out of position. Thoughts on Montreal? If he's more consistent and figures it out, he'll be a good goalie. But until then, he is what he is. Jack Adams finalist this year. It'll all depend on how good Montreal is. Like, I could honestly see the coach out of Utah. It's either going to come out of Utah, Montreal, and possibly, I can't believe I'm saying this, possibly Columbus. There was none of what? There was none of hooks, slashes. Oh, hell there was. There was lots of hooking and lots of slashing. It just wasn't called. There was a lot of cross checks. Hey, Tyson, how's it going, my friend? Oh. No, absolutely. And I'm not saying you don't have a right to be mad. You can be mad and you pissed off, but make sure that your anger is toward the right people. Yeah. No, absolutely. Boarding is such a gray area to me. It really is a gray area to me. Boarding is one of those areas that's like, when does the onus switch from the hitter to the hittee? Like, if I know that the play is over here, but yet I'm going to turn my back to the play, I'm kind of asking to get hit. But again, you see numbers you shouldn't hit, but yeah, everybody, it's getting to be 10:30 here. I'm going to call it a night. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. My name is Matt for Oilers Fan Reaction. We're going to be back here live Saturday when the Oilers are in Seattle. A later game, 8 o'clock. And then I'll see you guys on Tuesday. I don't do Sundays. Sundays are family days and day of rest. Edmonton refer. Hey, that's fine. Refs won the game, absolutely. Like I said, refs win the game 99.9999 100% of the time. Refs never lose. But you guys have been fun. I appreciate the Montreal fans. Appreciate the new followers. I don't change my tune. Doesn't matter what team we play against. I will not change my tune. Yeah, no, I agree. I'm not saying otherwise. I call it like I see it, man. You could see me in the street tomorrow if you lived in Edmonton, and I'd be the same guy. I don't change the way I talk. I don't change the way I walk. That game was fixed? If that game was fixed, nobody told the Oilers, because they let Montreal right back into that game. It was 3-1. Should Bouchard be... Absolutely. 100% Bouchard should have been called on it. I said it during the live stream. That was a penalty. I said it when it happened. Wow, he got away with that. Just like when Hopkins cross-checked Matheson when the Oilers were on the power play. I thought that was going to be a call too. I'm an equal percent asshole, guys. Like I call out refs daily, for and against the Oilers. The refs are just bad. Right? Like, sometimes you're on the good side of bad reffing, and most nights you're on the bad side of it. One team is happy, one team is mad, right? You're right, Travis. It's about time. It's about time that we got on the good side of bad reffing. Don't get too used to it, Oilers fans. Next game could be the exact opposite, where we get 0 power plays and we're facing 7. Ah. Hey, how's it going, City Boy? That's your opinion, absolutely. But yeah, before I lose my voice and before my phone dies, I'm going to let you guys go. Again, it was great chatting with you. I'll be back Saturday. Oh, what a win. It wasn't good. It was definitely not a good win, but it was a win. And yeah, Montreal has been fun to watch for years. It's about time that the wins start coming with the talent. You guys have a good night. I will see you guys Saturday. Doses.